motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jackamick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Being isolated and lonely can be harmful to your health, resulting in high blood pressure, a greater risk of heart disease, and early onset dementia. So it's important to build and maintain social connections. Try a new hobby, volunteer, exercise, or use your phone or other device to stay in touch. Visit connecttoeffect.org to find resources and ways to stay connected. Presented by AARP Foundation with support from United Healthcare.
We are the keepers of the wild, America's original and most invested conservationists. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving wildlife and the natural landscapes that define our nation. From rugged alpine ridgelines to peaceful tall grass prairies, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 miles of American wildlands. Our funding has led to cleaner water, fresher air, and improved wildlife habitat. From abundant fish and waterfowl populations to robust deer and elk herds, nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters, stewards of the American outdoors.
America's hunters and target shooters, along with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, have invested more than $46 billion to help state fish and wildlife agencies manage and protect wildlife and wildlands across America. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
The Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council present the story of Tom and Levi.
Tom is the smartest man I know. He's been a professor at 2 major universities, been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, he told me that he was having problems in his classes. I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. And he was telling them that he was doing it as a favor to them, but I think in reality, he just wanted to get out of there. I was really starting to worry because I saw something was wrong.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me, and my love for him was just immense.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
When it comes to prescription medications, it's essential to apply safe practices to protect your health and safety. To avoid misuse and abuse, never share or borrow medication. Keep your prescriptions out of the wrong hands by storing them in a lockbox and disposing of medication properly. Finally, understand your prescription information. Don't be afraid to ask your pharmacist and doctor for help. And if buying prescriptions online, be sure to use VIPS accredited pharmacies. Learn more at awarerx.org, a public service from the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy Foundation.
Laura, the guys really went to town on that leg of lamb.
Yeah, thanks, Amy. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it.
Something's wrong. I know you too well.
Jim's company is cutting his salary, and he may even get laid off. He doesn't think we'll be able to afford the mortgage.
Oh, Laura.
If you think you may be in danger of foreclosure, call the National Foundation for Credit Counseling at 866-687-6322 or visit mortgagehelpnow.org. That's mortgagehelpnow.org. This has been a public service from the NFCC.
1230 AM, WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
One person is dead, another is injured after a Monday morning shooting in North College Hill. The victims were found after an early morning vehicle crash on Carpenter Drive. There's been no word on the extent of the injuries sustained by the surviving victim. Bethel Police Chief Chad Essert is pleading not guilty to sex crimes. He was indicted earlier this month on 56 counts of sexual battery and 14 counts of unlawful sexual conduct with a minor. Prosecutors say that the chief's crimes were committed between 2005 and 2010 when he worked as an instructor at the Young Marines and while he was a teacher at Scarlet Oaks in Sharonville. He appeared in court yesterday, and the mayor says that they're working to have him fired. Sentencing is being ordered for a Clinton County pastor convicted of sex crimes. Silas Shelton had faced 12 charges involving sex with a minor and pleaded guilty to 4, including unlawful sexual conduct and menacing by stalking. He was sentenced Monday to 15 years in prison. Many Cincinnati drivers are continuing to experience the fall in prices at the pump. AAA reports the average price is now $3.73 per gallon. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
The Lincoln Ware Show is on.
In 3, 2, 1.
Now.
Right now.
Than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird.
It's a plane. Lincoln, bo bingon, banana, pineapple, fingon, fee, fine, mo mingon, Lincoln.
They say this cat Lincoln is a bad mother. We're just talking about Lincoln.
Good morning, Cincinnati. Welcome to 1230 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, the Lincoln Ware Show, till 1 o'clock this afternoon. It is Tuesday, and there's a lot going on. Greg Landsman's coming in around 10:30 or so. He's coming in. We'll talk to him. I think Alicia Reese is going to call in a little bit later on. The Enquirer tried to make her look bad. She wants the high school crosstown showdown at Paycor Stadium. And they put her in there saying she wanted the crosstown shootout, which is basketball at Paycor. They couldn't wait to run with it to make her look bad. And then they ended up with egg on their face. She had the press release, and it shows them that they messed up. So we'll talk to her about that. They couldn't wait to jump on. She's crazy. She doesn't know what she's talking about. But the Enquirer was wrong, and they admit it. They put another story. This story corrects which event Reese wants to bring to Paycor Stadium. That's the editor's note in there. So, okay. Anyway, there's a lot of other things going on. As you know, yesterday, the white liar called with a white lie. And all he's going by are hearsay events, hearsay from people who really exaggerated the whole situation. So there have been no reports from the police department other than they had a tough time moving the kids from the banks, not the banks, but down in front of the walk, not the Walk of Fame, but the museum, Underground Railroad Museum. They had to move the kids from there up through Fountain Square down to the buses, down at Government Square. That was they said they had issues doing that. They might have had to call in backup to get the kids moved from one spot to the other. And I think people are mad who live in Hyde Park that they had to take cops from Hyde Park and Oakley and move them downtown to help move those kids along. And that's where the big issue comes in. But there was Scotty Johnson checked again with police. They have no reason to lie to Scotty. If they had fights and things breaking out, they had no reason not to tell him that. They said the only issue was moving kids from one spot to the next. It took a lot to do that. So all this gang banging and knocking people upside the head and one person 30 people jumping on one person. There were no reports of that. I don't think there were any teen arrested over the weekend. So for somebody to call up here and say the teens were out of control, there were gangs of teenagers out there, but there were no arrests. that we know of. Those curfew centers were empty as usual. Now, King Cobra gets on radio down the dial to play to the audience that Cincinnati's not safe. These teenagers are out of control. I think the police would have reported this stuff to Scotty if it had happened. I don't think they had any reason to lie to Scotty Johnson, a guy who's supporting them on council, giving them more money and everything. So, no, white liar, you exaggerated the story. I haven't seen any video of anything like that. So there you go. King Cobra wants to make things look so tough for the police. Oh, we're having a tough time doing our job. Yeah, it's just making it tough for us. That's his job. He's just doing his job. And so for the white liar to buy into all that stuff, there you go. There you go. Still on 30-day ban. Yes. Still on 30-day. Nothing I've seen or heard would justify me giving you a retrial and maybe reducing your sentence. Sometimes I play a judge on radio. Nothing I have seen to grant you an appeal to reduce your sentence. 30 days as charged. Yeah. And you will not get out for good behavior early. I've always wanted to play a judge. But, yeah, teenagers, I will agree, they're out of control. But I think the cops handled it very well. They moved them to where they needed to go to get on the bus and get their ass out of downtown. They did what they needed to do. It's like moving cats. It's like moving cats from one place to the other. Herding cats. You ever tried to herd cats? Oh, yeah. That's what it was like. So I still say Cincinnati is safe. And one day soon, I am going to make my journey, like at 12, 1 o'clock, from East McMillan, up in that area, all the way down town. Late at night, with only a video camera. Wink, wink. Yes. And we'll see. We will see. But it just burns me up. These people try to make Cincinnati seem like, oh, downtown Cincinnati is under siege. The black teenagers have taken control of downtown Cincinnati, and it's not safe. You can't go down there. Ever since Iris Rowley took over, have you heard of any fights going on at Government Square? I haven't really heard of anything since they took over down there and manned the station down there. She's earning her money. I know you hate to hear that, white folks who hate on Iris Rowley. You hate to hear that. But that's just the way I see it. That's the way I see it. All right, so cleared up two stories this morning, the Alicia Reese and the crosstown shootout at Paycor Stadium. Yes. She wants the crosstown showdown at Paycor Stadium. And they had to put, who did they put down there at Paycor? Was it Elder and Moeller last year? I believe, who was St. X and Elder? I forgot which teams it was. I think maybe it was St. X and Elder or St. X and Moeller. But they had like 30,000 people at that game, which is unbelievable for a high school game that's not a state championship. Can you believe that? So Alicia had it right. The Enquirer had it wrong. And they quickly put a retraction in there and said they made the mistake. Yes. Well, looks like the Cincinnati Public Schools going to eliminate 100 plus positions. Man, that's a lot of people to get rid of. And, of course, they're going to get rid of probably the most important people you need, counselors. Are they going to get rid of central office staff, social workers, counselors, assistant principals? The plan also reduce non-personnel spending by 10% and eliminate the International Baccalaureate program. So, board meetings have been held this year to discuss a budget gap of more than 50, count them folks, $50 million. Yeah. So, and the teachers union upset because they're supposed to take 5 unpaid days off, or furlough days. And they say in their contract, it's got a certain amount of days they're supposed to be paid for. And so they're violating the contract if they make them take 5 unpaid days. So we'll see what's going to happen with that. I'm sure they will file some type of grievance. I think they'll have to retract that one. I think they'll have to go back to the drawing board. If they've got it in their contract that they're not supposed to, they're supposed to be paid for a certain amount of days, you can't make them take 5 days off and not get paid for it. I don't think you can make them do that. So here we go. And it was something else on public schools over at the Fairview German Language School. Apparently, little black boys over there are being disciplined at an unusually high rate. And all it takes is one parent who's sort of like a detective to dig into that. And one of the parents over there was concerned when her kid was suspended. Her second grade son was accused of inserting himself in a fight at school and was given a 1-day out of school suspension. And she said it came as a shock to her because he has no history of violence or aggression. So she requested to see the video of the incident. Let me see if my son is really doing this stuff. So she finally got the video, and she said the footage didn't depict that at all. She said the students were playing soccer. She said this prompted her to dig into the school's code of conduct policies. She said, I learned that it was completely out of order for my son to receive an out-of-school suspension. She said, for students pre-K through second grade, there are restorative programs to prevent them from being taken out of school. Suspension is a disciplinary action of the most severe cases. Generally, for students who are removed by law, also are evaluated by a mental professional hired by the CPS district. Now she's calling for change. So they had suspended this guy, this kid, who had done nothing. And kids who are suspended out of school really have to be really out of control, off the chain. And she looked at the video. They were playing soccer. What the hell's going on over there? At the Fairview German Language School. Gee. So I'm glad that parent decided to take it into her hands to investigate exactly what was going on, and who knows what all she's uncovered over there. But the high rate of little black boys being disciplined, and how many times have we heard that before? How many? And that's all part of the school-to-prison pipeline, so to speak. You kick him out one day, he gets zeros, in that day, and then he just loses interest in school, and pretty much then, boom, he's out. He just quit school. It all starts at a young age. So I'm glad that parent went in there, and I'm thinking that those principals over at the German language school are probably not black. I'm just guessing.
Where are the white women at?
I could be wrong. I'm just guessing that's mainly a white administration at Fairview. I'm just guessing. I could be wrong. All right, where am I? Oh, I need to take a break, and then we'll come back. Let me go to Alicia Reese first before I go to break. Talk to her real quick on that Inquirer article. Alicia Reese, did you set the record straight?
Yeah, we set the record straight, but reading is fundamental, and the Inquirer was wrong. They wrote this article. I sent out a press release. People had asked me about supporting having the Crosstown Showdown, which is a high school football component. And I said, well, I've been trying to get more events at the Paycor Stadium and Great American since I got elected in 2021. I tried to get Beyonce. I told we need more concerts. Bruno Mars and everybody going around us. Usher and Chris Brown. And I hear now Usher and Chris Brown have called Paycor Stadium about potentially adding a date. So hopefully they can get that done and don't flub it. But the Inquirer came out with an article and said I was talking about Crosstown Shootout, which is Xavier versus UC. Now, Lincoln, I come from sports. You've been knowing me forever. I was even a sports reporter at the local Cincinnati Post newspaper. Played basketball, so I know the difference between basketball
Played
and football.
basketball at Grambling and at Withrow.
Absolutely. Got a nephew that's played at LSU, getting ready to play at Texas A&M. I come from a family. My brother's a coach. My mom and dad started the first Women's Sports Hall of Fame with Wilma Rudolph. So they got the wrong person. They thought they had a gotcha moment, but they got. It was fake news.
got.
And they put it everywhere. Oh, they wanted to show a black woman can't be smart, and she got it confused. No, they were confused. Reading is fundamental. We had it in our press release. Everybody else understood it. All the other outlets understood it. And it is a great thing. I'm trying to get more events. This would get high school football. They'll be able to play on an NFL field. They'll be able to get exposure. We had the Elder versus St. X last year.
Yeah, they got 30,000 people down there for that, didn't they?
Yeah. And celebrities were coming in town to watch it and everything. And so we've got these stadiums that's owned by the taxpayers, and they just sit. I tried to get the Super Bowl watch party. Remember I had that?
Yep. They said NFL won't allow it. The NFL won't let you do that. And then turn around, they had the same thing you asked for.
Same idea, charging $99. And so they just try to prove there's no way, a woman and a black woman could have these type of ideas because they don't want us in these other areas unless we just playing sports, but not on the idea side. So, Lincoln, that's what it was. The press release is out. I am supportive. I had some people ask me would I support it. I will put on record I support it. I hope that we get it, the Crosstown Showdown, where we have high school sports and then also expand it, have all different high schools have a chance to play at the Paycor Stadium. And as you know, I also push for amateur youth sports facility. I'm still working on it. Trying to get that done. That's a $90 billion tourism attraction. I even recommended to see if it can go out in Forest Park potentially. And we're working with FC to see if we can pull it off. So I've been very consistent since I was elected. I want more events, more concerts in the Paycor and Great American Ballpark. And then, Lincoln, you on the Veteran Services Commission, but you remember, I went through the contract and found that we're supposed to have some community days that don't cost us nothing. And it never was used for over 20 years.
Yeah,
and
they're
I
just
found
sitting
it,
there.
and we used it for the first ever Veterans Appreciation Day at Great American Ballpark. So this is just consistent, but when you have the newspaper, they don't write. They didn't write about the senior citizens that we had, almost 800 senior citizens, helping them event that we had. They didn't write about the small business. They over 1,000 small business. We was helping them. They didn't write about that. And then they saw this and say, we think we got
Right. She messed
and
up.
they got.
She's confused. She's confused. She don't know what's what.
Yeah, and it's not just her. You have editors. They ain't just her. You can't blame just the reporter. The editor got to look at everything, and the editor's been around for a long time. But Lincoln, it's always a negative slant. It's always, I gotcha, trying to prove that, she couldn't be smart enough to come up with this. They didn't look at my background in sports for a very, very long time. And this is a big idea. I've had people call me that want it to happen. The last time we did it had almost 30,000 people in the stands. And so this makes sense. But this is one of many things that I'm pushing to get into our publicly funded stadium. I just wanted to clear that up. Lincoln, I always tell people, if you didn't hear it from me with my own mouth, you better say, wait a minute, this might be fake.
Yes.
Don't fall for it.
And let me ask you quick before you go, have they finished the club sections for the Cincinnati Music Festival?
Yeah, I've been on them.
Okay.
They said they're going to have the club sections finished because the music festival is going to have their Thursday event back at the club.
Okay.
So they should have those finished. But I've been on record, like I was before with Jeff Aludo, and he promised me, because, last time, it got hot and heavy.
Yeah, they didn't have the TV screens up there.
After I had told them, and he said it was going to be done, and it wasn't. And I got him. He ran off a vacation to make sure that thing got done.
All them black folks they don't need screens up in the suite. They're black folks. It's a black concert. They don't need TV screens up there. I mean, that's the mentality of what they think sometimes. I do believe.
Yeah, and the mentality is when we come to town with conventions, it's all over the country. All of a sudden the elevators ain't working, and all of a sudden the escalators ain't working. And just like with the Black Music Walk of Fame, we're getting ready for our 6th induction ceremony on July 25th. And now here come the park board. They banging away, and they got construction, and they trying to do this and that, trying to put a tree out in front of the Walk of Fame to hide the sign. Liga, they done booked a band to play across the street. They claim they got some, food trucks. Why do we need y'all with food trucks if we got Festival 513 right there?
That's crazy. And why do they want to do it on that weekend, the weekend of the festival? Why do they want to do it? That's crazy.
Well, and then they sent me something. Do you know this band? We bringing in the real entertainers.
Yes.
We got the real entertainers coming over at the Paycor, Mary J. Blige and all of them. We got Regina Bell over there with us and Shirley Murdoch with us performing live, Midnight Star live. And you done come over here talking about, you don't need to have nothing that day.
Right.
You need to go ahead and you already got a park. If people want to come over there, they can. But this is not for that. But they tried it one year, tried to have a band play it at the same time Zap was playing. And Zap brought that more bounce to the house and blew him away.
Yes.
But this is the kind of mentality that we have to do. And so I had to go over there and say, listen, we got to stop this construction because we got an event. You told us we'll be done.
Yeah.
And y'all over there banging. So that's what happens when we come. And we pay premium dollar that weekend.
Yes.
The highest hotel rates of the whole year. We play premium dollar for parking and everything else. But the Walk of Fame, for the first time ever, we had free parking. And we will have free parking for the Walk of Fame.
All right. Alicia Reese, I'm late. Got to run. Appreciate your call. And thanks for setting the record straight.
Yeah, double check the facts. If they write something, don't get excited.
Yeah.
Go to my page. Go to my Facebook page. Get the truth. Or you got to hear it from my mouth. Because we're in a world where, like you said, Lincoln, they say, we got you.
Yes.
But then they turned around, looked up, they got.
Oh, boy.
All
right. Don't you get got. I'm telling you. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
What's happening, good people? It's your cousin Trip Fontaine, and this is the Trip After Dark podcast.
So I told him to go to therapy. I don't need therapy. I don't need to talk to no stranger about, what? All my stuff is fine.
One of the things I've been thinking about when we talk about safety is harm. When I talk about accountability and we talk about love, we have to consider we do each other harm.
Oh, boy. I thought you were just going to talk about the article, but then I would have been safe. I would have been right on time, but she went off on all the other stuff, and that got me. I was late. All right. Unbelievable. I got to call the preacher man, Kevin Aldridge. He'll be in here on the Monday after the 4th. The 3rd is the holiday, so your favorite show, the best of. Those Get Got t-shirts are flying off the shelves. Don't get got. And first of all, Alicia was not my boss at WCIN, White Lion. Cut off your old boss. She was not my boss. Jeez. I don't know where you get that stuff from. Kevin Aldridge's. Oh, boy. Who is Mr. Andre? Oh, that guy. Okay. Oh, my God. Okay. I'll call him. Tell him I promise I'll call him after the show. I promise him. I promise. Can he hear me? I promise I will call him after the show. Damn. I tell you. It's tough being me. It's tough being me. Probably after Landsman goes off. Probably after 11 o'clock, probably.
Event, and the attire is all white. 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. It is Tuesday. Coming up later in the show, we've got tickets to give away to the Cincinnati Music Festival. We got Friday night tickets, and it'll be Charlie Wilson, Lettucey, 803 Fresh, Tyrese, and Nelly on that Friday night. We've got the tickets right here. We'll give them away sometime between now and 1. Yes, between now and 1 o'clock, we'll give you a chance to win those tickets. All right, let's go downtown to the Crime Stopper headquarters and check in with my good friend, Detective Tiffany Green. How are you today? What's going on?
I'm good. Good morning, Lincoln. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, so good morning.
Yes, it's a great day. It's a great day to be alive, let me tell you.
It is. It's, every day we wake up.
Yes,
it's a good day to be alive, yes.
Who are we looking for today?
Roberto Padilla is wanted by the Ohio Adult Parole Authority for felony parole violation. Mr. Padilla was originally charged with dangerous drugs. Roberto Padilla is a white male. He's 72 years old. He's 5'11" and 210 pounds. Roberto Padilla has a history of drug trafficking and was last known to live in Los Angeles, California. Cincinnati Police District 3 is looking for Chelsea Jennings. Ms. Jennings is wanted for felonious assault and misdemeanor domestic violence and misdemeanor child endangering. On June 21st of 2026, during a domestic dispute, Ms. Jennings broke a glass bottle over the victim's head, then stabbed the victim with a piece of broken glass. Celeste Jennings is a black female. She's 33 years old. She's 5'8" and 165 pounds. Celeste Jennings has a history of criminal trespass and was last known to live on City View Circle in the villages of Road Hill. Listeners, if anyone has information on where police can find Roberto Padilla or Celeste Jennings, please call Crime Stoppers at 513-352-3040 or submit a tip online at crime-stoppers.us.
All right, 352-3040, night or day, cash money for your clues, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Well, actually, I'll be gone for the next 2 days.
What?
So I'll talk to you on Friday.
More training?
I do. I have training.
Okay, taser training?
I do.
Oh, boy.
So we'll talk about it on Friday.
Yes. I want to hear about this new taser that has a real bite to it. Okay. We'll talk to you.
Bye-bye.
All right. That's Detective Green down at Crime Stoppers, and she'll be learning how to use that taser. Oh, boy. All right. We're going to take a break, and then we'll come back. Greg Landsman in the studio. We'll find out what's going on in D.C., what's going on with Iran and J.D. Vance. We've got a foundation. Oh, boy. You can't build a house without the foundation. And J.D. Vance says, we've got the foundation. But where are the workers to build the house? I don't think they're there. I think the foundation might stay there for quite a while. Let's take a break. We'll come back 12:30. The Buzz.
Lincoln Ware is on demand.
On demand.
That's right. Listen to the Lincoln Ware Show when you want.
Oh, I like that.
Get all the news and info, world events, entertainment, sports, and everything happening in and around Cincinnati and the tri-state.
On demand.
The Lincoln Ware Podcast.
Go get it right now.
Wherever you get your podcasts. Or go to thebuzzcincy.com and click on Lincoln Ware Rewind.
What's good? It is Hood News. Why are you still sitting on the sidelines? Did y'all know the Tank is hiring at $24.44 an hour, paid weekly, plus great benefits and a solid team? So go ahead, drive your career forward with Tank, and visit tankbus.org for more information and start your career today, y'all.
You have responsibilities: rent, food, utilities. The list goes on. What if there was a career that offered stability, great pay, and a future? Metro operators earn $56,000 year one and up to $65,000 year two, plus great benefits, paid training, and a $2,000 hiring bonus. Apply at go-metro.com/drive and move up to Metro.
We are here for you, Hamilton County. The 513 Relief Bus is officially on the road in 2026 to provide no-cost resources to you. Free health screenings, assistance with birth certificates, home and rent issues, child support and care, youth and adult employment, and much more. Sign up today to receive updates and alerts. Visit 513relief.org to stay in the know. That's the number 513relief.org. Get the free assistance you need with the 513 Relief Bus. Visit 513relief.org.
You're invited to be a part of the nation's largest gathering of the family at the 38th Midwest Black Family Reunion. Come celebrate. Bring your family to this 4-day celebration of family, culture, and community, featuring special guests Kenny Lattimore, John P. Key, and Otis Moss III. Enjoy live entertainment, family activities, health and wellness programs, culture celebrations, and more. Presented by TriHealth. Visit myblackfamilyreunion.org for details. That's myblackfamilyreunion.org.
We all make plans for the future, like car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Hi, I'm Dwayne Hunter in Cincinnati, Ohio. Let me show you why so many clients recommend us to their friends and family. Let's talk about your auto, home, and life needs.
Agnes was in deep trouble with the IRS.
I owed the IRS a lot of money. I did not know what I was going to do. I was scared.
Agnes caught a break and found out about Optima Tax Relief.
But when I called Optima Tax, they guaranteed me that they were going to help me out the best that they can. And they did.
Optima stopped the IRS.
No more telephone calls, no more letters. Optima Tax took care of everything. I can finally sleep at night. I was stress-free.
Agnes was finally free from her IRS nightmare.
It was like a burden was lifted off of me, and it was a great feeling.
Are you in deep trouble with the IRS? You might want to listen to Agnes.
I would refer Optima Tax Relief to anyone because they got me debt-free from owing the IRS any more money.
Call Optima right now for your free consultation. Call 800-685-5688. 800-685-5688. 800-685-5688.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Take us with you wherever you go. Download the Buzz app for your smartphone today. For details, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WDBZ, the buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. We don't have him for a whole lot of time this morning. Got to head back to D.C. He's got his D.C. outfit on, I see.
I got a tie on.
Right. Going back to Washington. Greg Landsman in the studio. What's going on? I know J.D. Vance is leading the charge. Everybody, the whole world is dependent on J.D. Vance to
the hopes
work
and dreams of humanity rides on J.D. Vance's success here. I mean, look, they committed, I think, the cardinal sin of starting this conflict, war, whatever you want to call it, without the American people, without a coalition, and without the United States Congress.
Yeah.
And those are three really important, things to have if you want to be successful. And so I don't know what JD is going to negotiate. I mean, ultimately, any deal would, if it was going to be declared a success, is a deal that brings Iran into the global community where they're fully participating in the world's global economy, and that means that they stop funding terrorism. Which has led to so much carnage and conflict in the region, and they pursue a civil program and in terms of their enrichment activities, and they're no longer that kind of threat to world security.
I don't think they're going to give up on that very easily.
I mean, it's frustrating though, because I will say, we've been at this my entire lifetime, right? So I was born in 1976. The Ayatollahs took over in 1978. They've been doing this nonsense for most, if not my entire life. And it's come at the expense of the Iranian people. They would have such a outstanding economy. People would go to Tehran, which they used to do. It would be, and the rest of the Middle East would become sort of like Europe if they could get out of the funding terrorism game. And all they have to do is say, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to transition away from that kind of work. And as a result, they would get, tens, if not hundreds of billions of dollars for their economy. But they have to get out of funding terrorism. They have to stop doing it. I mean, it costs us so many, it costs humanity, the Middle East, us lives. It's also incredibly expensive to have constant conflict in the Middle East because of Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis.
Yeah, and then Israel won't stop the bombing of Lebanon. So, and they're
because this is the one thing that's I think really important for people to know. Just north of Israel is Lebanon, right? And Lebanon, think of Beirut. They would like to have their country back from Iran. Iran is essentially occupying Lebanon with Hezbollah. There is this terror army in southern Lebanon. And the world, years ago, there was a ceasefire agreement between Hezbollah and Israel. And the UN said, we will disarm Hezbollah. We will get them out. And they never did. And so, this is a huge opportunity for the UN to be like, no, we're going to do it now. We're going to rally Europe and the Middle East, and we're going to get Hezbollah out of Lebanon and give the Lebanese their country back.
Boy, I tell you, Trump claims he destroyed the Navy, but they're still controlling the Strait of Hormuz. So
with the mines,
I mean, you got the mines in there. I don't know. I just I think he's playing games with the stock market too when he says something.
This is the challenge with Trump. I mean, in addition to the fact that he didn't have the American people, he didn't have an international coalition, and he didn't have Congress, he is just so unreliable. You need your president in a moment like this to be nothing but reliable, constant, and always working from this strategic page, right? He is all over the place, and you're right. You got J.D. Vance as opposed to seasoned diplomats. Marco's nowhere to be found. I don't know what Marco's up to. And then you got this real estate mogul in Witkoff, who's the second in command in terms of these negotiations. It's just frustrating, especially when the country is struggling with a healthcare crisis. It's been reported that 5 million people have lost their health care already because of these cuts.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that this morning.
Right there.
I pulled that. There you go. Medicaid and ACA enrollment falls by more than 5 million people.
Now, the context here is that in order to pay for tax cuts for the super wealthy in the One Big Beautiful Bill, they cut Medicaid by nearly $1 trillion. They refused to fund the Affordable Care Act subsidies. And so now you have upwards of 24 million Americans that will lose their health care. And 5 million have already lost their health care. It's going to get worse and worse and worse because the states fund Medicaid.
Yeah.
And the states have less money. They're cutting people off, which is terrible. These are working people who are losing their health care. And because the ACA's subsidies are going away, more and more people can't afford their health care, and they don't get their health care through their employer. Maybe they're an independent contractor. Maybe they're a small business. They needed $500, $600, $700 a month, which is nothing, just to buy health care, which is something we should do because it's not only cruel and awful and a nightmare for the people who've lost their health care and are about to lose their health care. It's going to cost all of us way more money.
Unbelievable. The Senate passes a bill to lower housing costs and restrict Wall Street from buying homes. What about that?
It's a good bill. It does the policy changes to make it easier for people to go build, and so you're going to see hopefully more construction and this is affordable housing, workforce housing, market rate housing. And then it will make a difference. The challenge with housing is that it's not just the policies that restrict building or make it harder for people to build.
Mm-hmm.
It's that there isn't the kind of cash in the system to get us to where we need to be, and so it needs to be coupled with what I've proposed would be a housing and infrastructure fund. Which would have $50 to $100 billion in it, where communities could pull down cash. Cash to build more housing, affordable housing, market rate housing, workforce housing, and you'd be able to use that cash to help subsidize or offset rent.
So this is going to help. It'll make more homes available to the average person.
It's going to make it easier to build, but not like. It's good policy. We need it. It is not the solution to the housing crisis. It is part of the solution, but the housing crisis requires us to invest in building more housing. Cleaning up the policy, good. That's great. Investing in housing is what needs to happen, and you need a new Congress for that.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll give you a chance to ask a few questions. Don't have a whole lot of time, but you can jump on board at 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you, 1230, The Buzz.
Looking for a podcast that delves into the intricacies of love and relationships? Look no further than Dear Future Wifey. Whether you're single or in a relationship, this podcast is the perfect place to engage in thoughtful discussions about relationships. Join us on a journey of exploration and recovery as we explore the world of love and discover the secrets to successful relationships. Tune in every week for new episodes on the Urban One Podcast Network. Go to urbanonepodcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you or your family member are a senior or suffer from a chronic illness and need help with your electric bills this summer, you could qualify for assistance through the Community Action Agency. The Summer Crisis Program runs from July 1st through the end of September. If you are in an emergency situation, save this number to call starting July 1st, 513-685-4478, option 1 to make an appointment. That's 685-4478, option 1. You can schedule a same-day appointment by calling Monday through Thursday between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. The number is 685-4478, option 2. That's 685-4478, option 2 for same-day appointments. This begins on July 1st. Heat can be especially dangerous for seniors and people with chronic illness. Beginning July 1st, call 513-685-4478, option 1 to apply for the Summer Crisis Program. That's 685-4478, option 1 to make sure you have a safe and cool summer.
You're great at protecting your data, but lots of places could still expose you to identity theft.
I thought it was safe.
If that happens, LifeLock gives you a U.S.-based restoration agent who will stick by your side from start to finish. Phone calls, filing documentation, preparing insurance claims, your agent handles it all. In fact, we're so confident restoration is guaranteed or your money back. Isn't it nice to have someone like that on your side? Save up to 30% with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force, and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is "My job is people, everyone is my business." But unfortunately, in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakovic, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
Don't leave us in the car. Take us with you. Go to your favorite app store, search WDBZ, and download the Buzz app today.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. Greg Landsman is in the studio, and he's on his way back to D.C., but, man, I tell you, everything. I even saw where Tucker Carlson says he will no longer support the Republican Party. Tucker Carlson, can you believe that?
I mean, yes. I don't know. Actually, I thought about it for a minute last night when I saw that headline, which is like, the only thing that I think I believe to be true about Tucker, and the problem is that we don't really, because he's not a public entity, and so you don't really know where the money's coming from. But there's a lot of indication that money comes from Russia and China and these foreign adversaries who pay him handsomely to divide, and to spread propaganda.
He says he apologizes for misleading people, he said.
As he cashed those checks. I mean, that dude, he's and so, like, I'm not sure what to make of this, because is it just more division? I don't know. He's a weird dude. He's just a weird dude.
Unbelievable. All right, let's go to Esteban. Esteban, you have a question for Greg Landsman.
Yeah, I certainly do. He's actually becoming my favorite guest on your show, Lincoln.
All right.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
you. But anyway, I don't really think we're having an honest conversation about this Israeli-Palestinian conflict. I know that right now, obviously, we're dealing with the Iranian situation and them, I guess the ultimate goal, not having a nuclear weapon. But if you look at the infancy of this whole conflict, it was about a two-state solution. It does not appear that Israel wants a two-state solution. If you look at the land that was delegated initially, they have far exceeded that with their settlements and that sort of thing. They have committed genocide on the Palestinian people. Over 80,000 people were killed indiscriminately, women, men, children, and men, through indiscriminate bombing. And we want to say Iran is the problem. I think more than anything, Israel might be the problem because they don't want that agreement. And the other thing I'll say before I let you speak, I don't have a problem with Iran having a nuclear weapon. We said the same thing about North Korea. They have one. Nobody's questioning that any longer. Ukraine had them, and they gave them up. And look what happened. They got immediately invaded. I think the Iranians are the adult in the room, and I don't have a problem with them having nuclear weapons.
All right, we'll let him respond. Thanks for your call, Esteban.
Yeah, thanks, Esteban. I mean, the two-state solution is the only way forward. It's the only way to end the conflict. And
what way is that, you say?
The two-state solution.
Okay,
there has to be a viable, secure, state for Jews, and Israel maintaining its security and sovereignty, and a state for Palestinians, which is, been my North Star for as long as I can remember. Like, I think I've said this on the show, but when I was in high school, I remember watching TV, and Clinton had Arafat and Rabin, the Israeli prime minister, and the leader of the Palestinians, in the Rose Garden, the South Lawn, right where this UFC fight was.
Wow, God!
And they were shaking hands, and they were so close. They were agreeing to work out a two-state solution, and I thought that would be a cool job. Not president, but like working on something that big. And I've been chasing that ever since. So there's no question that you have to have a two-state solution, and Iran has to get out of the business of funding terror because that undermines it, and the Israelis have to commit. To a two-state solution. There's no question.
Joan, you have a question?
Yes. I want to ask a question about Social Security.
Sure. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay. Do you know the particulars when it comes down to how Social Security is funded?
Yes.
Okay. Before you do.
Okay. Sorry.
No.
I think so.
Okay. Now, we all pay federal income taxes to pay for federal expenses, right?
Correct.
Okay, then we have Social Security we pay FIC taxes to fund Social Security and Medicare, right?
Right, payroll taxes.
Right, payroll taxes, and that's for the employees pay 6.2 and an employer pays 6.2, and then self-employed, anybody that is self-employed, they pay 12.4, right?
Correct.
Now, also, I think in 1983, Reagan, I think it was, put into law that we had to start paying money on our benefits, right?
That would have been, in 93 would have been Clinton, but okay.
Well, I got it. I forget which, but anyway, it was one of the presidents that wanted us to start paying taxes on our benefits.
Okay, now, Joan, we don't have a whole lot of time. You got to get to the question.
Well, I'm trying to. This is the only way I can get to it. But anyway, don't we pay taxes on our benefits amount?
Yes.
And then that money goes into a trust fund, and then you earn interest on it, right?
Correct.
Okay. Why is it that they always say that the federal government is paying for Social Security? Now, I know it has something to do with the U.S. Treasury because they the one handle.
I'm with you. Sorry, go ahead.
So I know that they are the ones that administer our benefits and everything. So why do they always say that they are the ones paying for Social Security
so
and
that
that's
they
not?
can cut it? They want to be able to say, we, the federal government, are paying for your earned benefits, the benefits that you paid for, so that they can cut it, which is what they're trying to do now. They have made it more difficult for people to access their benefits. They've cut the workforce at Social Security, the administration of Social Security significantly. They're closing offices. They're making it very difficult for people to get their phone calls, picked up, and their benefits, all kinds of issues. And what they're hoping is that people will turn on Social Security and the public administration of Social Security and to privatize it, which means.
But haven't they've been using some of the money from one of those funds, and they are investing that money. Okay, it's for the Treasury, securities, and I don't think that should be done. That they're using that money.
Correct. I completely agree.
Paying federal expenses out of.
Yeah.
Right. And that's not right. And this is why those funds are being, that fund is being depleted.
Yeah.
So how come they don't address that? It's not fair for us to lose our benefits when they're mismanaging the fund.
And does anybody have a plan? Do the Democrats have a plan?
I
got
do.
a plan?
I have
That's
a
what
plan.
I wanted to hear. Joan, I got to run. Thanks.
Joan, this is great. Joan, I really appreciate it. I do. I wrote about it in the paper just last week or 2 weeks ago.
What's the plan?
It's an op-ed. It would essentially, you got to fix the tax code. There are all these folks in America who don't pay payroll taxes, who are not paying into Social Security, and they happen to be the wealthiest people in America. So what happens is that the super wealthy, they don't take an income, they don't pay payroll taxes, they don't pay into Social Security, Medicare, and if they do, they only maybe they make $5, $10, $20 million a year. They only pay $185,000 the only thing that gets taxed is $184,000. Right? So you have to change it so that the super wealthy are paying all of their payroll taxes, and someone like an Elon Musk who doesn't pay anything, they have to their income, which it comes from their assets, they borrow against their stock portfolio, and he's worth $1 trillion, so he can borrow hundreds of millions of dollars, live this lavish lifestyle, pay nothing, and Social Security. You have to fix that. And so the only way forward is to fix the tax code so the super wealthy are paying for they're paying all their taxes. That goes in Social Security. That shores up Social Security. That shores up Medicare. What the Republicans are trying to do, what Speaker Johnson said 2 weeks ago was 74% of our spending is Medicare and Social Security. These are entitlement programs. He doesn't see them as earned benefits. And the only way to solve it is to cut it, is to lower your benefits. They are going to. There's two camps in America. Camp number one, cut Social Security, Medicare. Camp number two, fix the tax code and invest in Social Security.
I think the Democrats should be pouncing on that this upcoming because that's going to affect a lot of people.
I talk about it everywhere I go.
It's going to affect a whole lot of people, a whole lot of voters out there.
Correct. It already is. People are. I mean, we were over at a senior center last week having this conversation with seniors, and they are already dealing with the fact that people don't pick up their phone calls anymore, that they can't get somebody to return an email, that they're having a hard time getting their husband's benefits. I mean, this is money that they paid into. When I first got to Congress, the Social Security Fairness Act had been there for 25 years. And this was the reason, Joan, if you're still listening, this is the reason I got so obsessed and I forced a vote on the Social Security Fairness Act and passed it. $20 billion a year now goes to our public retirees, right? Because I and others formed a revolt, right? I got pissed off when they started saying, to Joan's point, it would cost us $20 billion a year. And I was like, are you kidding me? You're stealing from them.
Yeah.
So we forced a vote.
And then they call it entitlement program. That makes
it earned.
Right.
They earned it. They worked their tails off for it.
It's these words they use to throw people off.
Because they're trying to cut it.
Unbelievable. And the Democrats need to really pound that in.
But this is what the Democrats, we need a new Congress, but then that Congress, and I'm talking to my fellow Democrats, have to have the courage, and if this means you lose, but you have to have the courage to fix the tax code. You have to say everybody in this country, and right now the super wealthy are the only folks who aren't paying all their taxes. Those folks have to pay all their taxes. That's the only way forward to balancing the budget. It's the only way forward to protecting Social Security. It's the only way forward to protecting people's health care. It's the only way forward, period.
All right. Greg Landsman, always great having you here.
Thanks,
we'll see you again next month when you're in town. Thanks. I know you had to head out.
Got to go to the airport.
Right. There we go. All right. Thank you for stopping by. Let's take a break for news. We'll come back on the other side. 12:30, The Buzz.
12:30 a.m. WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
An arrest has been made after a deadly hit skip in West Price Hill. Percy Relaford was loading a trailer May 16th outside of a home when he was hit by a white van whose driver failed to stop at the scene. Josu Lopez Gonzalez has been arrested and charged with aggravated vehicular homicide and failure to stop after an accident. Sentencing is being ordered for a Clinton County pastor convicted of sex crimes. Silas Shelton had faced 12 charges involving sex with a minor and pleaded guilty to 4, including unlawful sexual conduct and menacing by stalking. He was sentenced Monday to 15 years in prison. Bethel Police Chief Chad Esserts is pleading not guilty to sex crimes charges. He was indicted earlier this month on 56 counts of sexual battery and 14 counts of unlawful sexual conduct with a minor. Prosecutors say the chief's crimes were committed between 2005 and 2010 when he worked as an instructor at the Young Marines and while he was a teacher at Scarlet Oaks in Sharonville. He appeared in court yesterday. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz, your official talk station.
It is official, you understand me?
1230 WDBZ, the buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you till 1 o'clock this afternoon. And we've got more guests in the studio, and none other than JMLK, Jan Michelle Lemon Kearney, and Tierra Powell is in the studio also.
Good morning.
Woo-hoo. Welcome to the show, and the own Cincy taking place this coming Saturday.
Yes.
And you got celebrity guests. You've got the name of one of maybe 2 or 3 celebrity guests coming in.
At least 2, if not more.
Okay.
Thanks to Tierra. Tierra knows how to bring the celebrities.
She was up in Detroit this weekend looking for celebrities.
And she found some for us.
She couldn't come to the Pike. She had to go to Detroit.
I know. I'm so sad that I missed it. I heard Jerica calling yesterday. I seen everybody's pictures. I'm like, I was supposed to be there.
Yes. All right. So own Cincy this coming Saturday.
Yes, and people need to register. It's all free. It's home ownership and how to build wealth for you and your family. It's all free. Great workshops. It's from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Free breakfast, free lunch, free childcare. There's even a youth track for young people. So don't miss it. There's a whole wealth marketplace where financial institutions will be there, realtors, everybody. Habitat for Humanity will be there, working in neighborhoods, all kinds of stuff. So don't miss it. Go to OwnCincy, OWNCINCY.org, and register. It's all free, and we'll see you Saturday. But the star of this show today is Tierra Powell, because she brought Mike Epps before, and he was he was so fantastic the way he brought up his whole neighborhood and did rehab and changed the trajectory of so many lives. And now Tierra's got some other folks coming this Saturday that you're going to want to meet.
Yeah, so I'll say this before we announce the guest. And Lincoln, thank you for always letting us drop the guest here first. Nobody else has this. Here it first.
Okay.
Is one of the things that we talk about with Own Cincy is not just about home ownership, but it's also about home repairs, as well as how people can learn to pull equity from their homes and invest it. So I think these 2 celebrity guests that we have done these things, and so I think it's very important. And I'm excited for both of them. I have been watching both of them for years. So the first one, he is out of Brooklyn, New York. He is a reality TV star. He started off with the Black Ink franchise. And so we have... Can I get a drum roll, Tim? We have Caesar from Black Ink.
Yay!
So he's the first celebrity guest. And so I'm really interested to hear how he started. He also has made some investments up in Brooklyn. After he left VH1, he got a real estate portfolio. So I'm excited. Now, this second one, I'm probably going to have to wear my sunglasses and keep from fangirling, because this is another reality star that I have been watching since he came on reality TV. And when his rap career started, I thought I was him. I loved all his songs. It was like in the early 2000s. I was excited. So our second guest, Little Scrappy.
Okay, Little Scrappy. All right.
I'm excited. And anybody that watch Love and Hip Hop, his trials and tribulations of staying with women and getting put out and having to go buy his own home.
To buy
his own home.
So
I'm really excited. These are 2 really good guests for us to have. And I'm excited to hear the stuff that they talk about with the vice mayor in regards to just how they got on their pathway to home ownership and real estate investments.
Now, and really about how resilient they both are. Caesar Emmanuel from Black Ink. I mean, he had some strokes. He had some financial issues. He had all kinds of things happen with him. And he is a multimillionaire. He bounced back, and part of it was investing in real estate. But just that whole resilient spirit, no matter where you are in life, don't think you're there to stay. You can move up. You can make your dreams come true. You can move forward. And he's going to show you how, and Lil Scrappy's going to show you how. So we're really excited.
And they both will be here Saturday morning.
They both will be here Saturday.
Okay. That's right.
All right. Now, what all is going to take place at the Cintas Center? What time does it start, and what's going to happen right then?
Breakfast opens at 9 a.m. You can come register a little bit earlier than that, but we open at 9. The whole program starts 9 a.m., ends at 4, and there'll be workshops. Also things like, Do-It-Yourself Darling will be there to show you how to do your own home repairs. He'll be there to talk about home repairs. As I said, Habitat will be there to show you how to get a home with the 0% mortgage mortgage. There'll be banks there to talk about, how to get your credit score up.
Yeah.
There'll be workshops on the whole home buying process because it's a lot. And people are like, I don't even know where to start with this. What do I do? What do all these terms mean? So they're going to break it down. For those who already are savvy and know this field, they're talking about investing in other real estate. They might actually own a home already, but it's like, how do you build wealth for your family investing in real estate? How do you invest in multifams? How do you live in one part of a home and use your tenant's income to help you pay that mortgage so that it's not out of pocket? All kinds of things. How do you use other people's money to get that down payment? You might not have that savings. You might not have that down payment, but there are resources for that and ways to do it. So we're going to talk about all of that. This is going to be the best one ever. And, plus prizes, of course. So there'll be a whole lot.
All right. Sounds like it's going to be a great event.
And free lunch. We know everybody loves free lunch.
Yes.
And free lunch. And free child care.
If it's free,
but
it's for me.
you need to register, though. You need to register.
And I'm glad you have the child care there because, you can't concentrate with the kids there, running around.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about finding somebody to watch the kids.
Please register if you need the child care. I think I emphasized this the last time. People show up with kids, which we love, but if you know that you have to bring a kid, please register because we need to account for that. We don't want to have not enough staff people there for that because at some point they do have to have a certain ratio, so they have to close it off. If you know that you need child care or even suspect that you're going to need child care, go ahead and register and sign up for the child care so we can make sure we have enough people there for that.
And I think the youth track, is that 12 to 18 or 19?
I believe so,
something like that. Okay. So for the teens, there's that youth track, and that was real powerful last year. And those teens were on the ball. They learned a lot.
All right. It sounds good to me. This coming Saturday, get there early and sign up. How do they do it?
Yeah, they can walk with you at 8 o'clock and then come on to the Cincy Center.
That's right.
On Cincy.org. Please register on Cincy.org. You can find it on Instagram, on Facebook, but please register. We like to make sure we have a head count. We don't have enough of something. Somebody going to complain.
Yeah.
If you know or think you're going to come, please register at oncincy.org.
Right, Black Ink and Little Scrappy, everybody's going to be there looking for you.
I can't wait to see Little Scrappy.
Me either. I cannot wait.
Yes. All right. Well, don't forget to register, folks, especially if you're bringing kids. You need to register and be there. Cincy Center. There's plenty of free parking at the Cincy Center.
Mm-hmm.
Always a great place for an event. And Jan Michelle, you've been working with Own Cincy, and you guys.
And we should say Derek Dansby is the founder of it, and he's out there taking care of business. So he's supposed to be here with us. He was going to try to call in, but he's out there getting stuff together.
Okay.
So it's going to be good.
And you just finished the budget at council. I can't let you leave without that.
Here he go. Let me start blocking.
I know. Thank you.
And you weren't real happy with the budget. You and Scotty.
Well, let me just say, we, the budget is tight, and we know that we need more housing. We need more housing that people can afford. We need help for our small businesses. And so when we start talking about giving money to the music center, and we're excited about this Farmer Music Center. It's going to be fantastic. But our administration did an analysis that we do not need to contribute to it. Now we're still going to get the income tax and the admissions tax over $1 million a year from the music center, but we need that money for housing, especially in Avondale. There's a project that really needs some money from the city, and so we want to make sure that the Avondale Burnett Avenue area gets developed. 300 units of mixed income housing. We really need that, we need money. We need housing all over the city. A lot of our neighborhoods are underinvested in. We want residents to be able to buy property, like in North Fairmount, for example, and also our businesses need money. So because money is tight, let's not give it where it's not needed. I mean, our standard is not, we're excited. The standard is it's needed to make the project happen. The music center is under construction now. They don't need the money. God bless them. We're happy they're coming, but it's not needed. But there are some places where the money is needed. Let's put it there, and that's what Scotty and I were talking about.
I had Chin Ndukwe on the show the other day. He's got projects ready to go.
He's got projects in Avondale that are about to happen. He does senior housing, which is wonderful.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you both for stopping in. Looking forward to Saturday. Cincy Center, Own Cincy, and you need to be there.
Got to be there for Little Scrappy and for Black Ink, Caesar Emmanuel.
I cannot wait. So if y'all see me smiling and blushing,
it'll be because of Little Scrappy.
It's because of Little Scrappy.
Little Tiara and Little Scrappy. All right. All right.
Thanks, Lincoln.
All right. Thank you for joining me. All right. Let's take an early break, and then we'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
1230 The Buzz wants you to buy Black 513. Black Americans have over $1 trillion in spending power. We encourage you to buy black, not just one day, but every day, 365, 24/7. Go to thebuzzincy.com and check out our Buy Black 513 page, where you can view a directory of black businesses right here in the 513. All black business owners, we're looking for you. Get featured right now. Go to thebuzzincy.com and click on the Buy Black 513 banner to find out how you can be featured and expand your reach over the air and the internet. Let's buy Black 513. 1230 The Buzz.
Hey, are you looking for a school where your child will belong? Laughlin Local Schools are now enrolling tuition-free for grades K through 12. Laughlin Schools have been awarded the Momentum Award by the Ohio Department of Education for tremendous growth and achievement on the 2025 State Report Card. Laughlin Local Schools are in the top 1% of all districts in Ohio when it comes to growing kids faster than nearly every other district in Ohio. Results like these are not common. This is a great opportunity to join the Laughlin Schools family. Laughlin Schools features small-size classes, individualized attention, and a future-ready focus with student wellness at the heart of the Laughlin culture. And brand new this year, as Laughlin continues to grow, a $40 million fully renovated preschool through 12th grade main campus and athletic stadium. Call 513-563-5000 to learn more about all Laughlin has to offer. That's 563-5000 or visit laughlinschools.org.
To save their university, the Fisk Jubilee Singers brought African American spirituals to the nation and beyond. Discover the story of the Fisk Jubilee Singers for a limited time in the city where their first tour started back in 1871. Jubilation, Ambassadors on a Sacred Journey, is open at the Freedom Center now through July 26th. Learn more and plan your visit at freedomcenter.org. freedomcenter.org.
You can never have too many tools. Shop DeWalt deals at Lowe's. Get a free Select DeWalt 20-volt max power tool when you buy a Select 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery kit. Plus, get a free additional DeWalt 20-volt max 8-amp-hour battery when you buy a DeWalt 10-inch 20-volt max dual-bevel compounded miter saw. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 6/24 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
If you or your family member are a senior or suffer from a chronic illness and need help with your electric bills this summer, you could qualify for assistance through the Community Action Agency. The Summer Crisis Program runs from July 1st through the end of September. If you are in an emergency situation, save this number to call starting July 1st, 513-685-4478, option 1 to make an appointment. That's 685-4478, option 1. You can schedule a same-day appointment by calling Monday through Thursday between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. The number is 685-4478, option 2. That's 685-4478, option 2 for same-day appointments. This begins on July 1st. Heat can be especially dangerous for seniors and people with chronic illness. Beginning July 1st, call 513-685-4478, option 1 to apply for the Summer Crisis Program. That's 685-4478, option 1 to make sure you have a safe and cool summer.
Please be advised, you may want to stop eating the following foods immediately: broccoli, kale, blueberries, quinoa, spinach.
I thought those were good for me.
What's healthy for one person may cause inflammation for another. So how do you know what your body actually needs? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple at-home gut health test that analyzes your real-time biology to give you personalized nutrition guidance and custom supplements. Learn more at Viome.com/gut. V as in Victor, IOME.com/GUT. And use coupon code GUTHEALTH50 to save $50 off your purchase.
Come vibe with us at Paycor Stadium, the 2026 Cincinnati Music Festival, presented by P&G. July 23rd, 24th, and 25th is going to be lit. Friday, July 24th, we've got Charlie Wilson, 803 Fresh, Lettucey, Tyrese, and Nelly. Come back Saturday, July 25th for Mary J. Blige, Heatwave, Dougie Fresh, SWV, and Trey Songz. Tickets on sale now through Ticketmaster. For more info, visit CincyMusicFestival.com.
Saturday, July 25th, help us make history again at the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame induction ceremony, homecoming edition, at 11 a.m. honoring Heatwave and WCIN with live performance by Shirley Murdoch, Regina Bell, and Midnight Star. This is a free event, and the attire is all white.
Giving voice to the community. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ. Lincoln Ware with you. And, I'm excited about Little Scrappy. Yeah. Born down in the ATL. I know Little Scrappy. I can't believe y'all don't think I know who Little Scrappy is. Straight out of the ATL. That's right. Yeah. Yes. I know Little Scrappy. Don't pay me cheap. Don't play me cheap. All right. 513-749-1230. I've got tickets to give away. Cincinnati Music Festival coming up. You want to stick around for that. And let's see who's next in line. Let's go to Ron Dula. He was online for Greg Landsman, but we didn't get to you. We didn't get to you.
You petty.
I can't get to everybody. I cannot get to he was only here for a half hour.
Okay.
And you see how I tried to rush Joan up with her question. She had like a 5-minute lead up to the question. So,
all right. Hey, but look, what and it wasn't a question, but it was a statement. Now, and hopefully he's still listening, or one of his, counterparts still listening. Now, the Senate is voting on Clarity Act, and most people don't know what it is. Most people don't understand it, and most people don't understand cryptocurrency. This is our only chance to get reparations because most people don't understand what cryptocurrency is.
And that might be the big problem, and there lies the problem. Continue.
Yeah, but see, everybody sneaks in a certain language in bills all the time, and we end up paying for something else. Now, they could give Greg Landsman can request that Usted and what's his name, Moreno, request the Senate to put that in the article in the bill. They can give us $5,000 in stablecoin. Most people don't understand what stablecoin is, but that's okay. If we only have that 5,000 in stablecoin, that's going to be a plus for us in the long run. And this is the only opportunity that we'll have in order to get reparations, because our income is going to change. Our money is going to change.
Hold on, and just hold on a minute. If they gave you this $5,000 and what's the name of the coin? What is it?
Stablecoin.
If they gave you $5,000 in that right now, what could you do with it?
I would invest $1,000 in XRP, $1,000 in Hedra, and $1,000 in World Liberty Financial. That's Trump's son's cryptocurrency. And because I know his son gonna get paid. His son gonna get paid. And God forbid. And I mean, I don't want to say God forbid, but it's real funny. He can go ahead and what is it? He can go ahead and erase our national debt with stablecoin and with World Liberty Financial if he wanted to.
It just sounds so unreal. And I just don't believe it'll work.
It sounds unreal, Lincoln, but your house is going to be tokenized. Your house is going to be tokenized, and you will not have control over your money in the next 4 years.
Okay.
in the next 3.
Okay. Whatever.
Bye.
Thanks for your call. Unbelievable. 513-7. I wouldn't invest a penny in anything Trump or his sons have anything to do with. Yeah, right. They'll take your money and run with it. 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. Let's go to Mr. Leonard Lewis. Leonard, how are you, Leonard Lewis?
Good morning, Mr. Ware. Thank you for taking my call.
No problem. What's going on?
Well, I'm not ready for you yet, but I couldn't wait.
Well, you probably need to wait till you talk to a salesperson.
No, I can't wait for my event to call you.
Yes. All right.
I tried to call in when you had those ladies about Medicaid spending and when they take away your house.
Yes.
And Greg Landsman's speech today.
Yes.
Now, I am on the side of the government. They all are on the side of the doctors and the patient.
Why are you on the side of the government?
Well, the government doesn't have the money.
Yes.
They are spending $2 trillion per year. Deficit. It will still reach $40 trillion, and nobody knows what's going to happen. They're talking about cutting Social Security 20%.
Yes.
Lincoln, there are a lot of people getting medical benefits today. People in the nursing home.
Yeah.
People are homeless, and they fly them up to Cleveland Clinic.
Yep.
The problem is too much spending on health care.
Well, it's too high now. I mean, the cost of health care is just out of control.
It is.
If they can get a rein in on that, we'll be all right. But it's just out of control now. I don't know how you stop it. How do you put that genie back in the box?
Well, discretionary spending, that is not mandatory spending. They'll cut it. I had a lady call me yesterday, and she has breast cancer in the 4th stage, and she is trying hard to get Medicaid.
Yeah.
It's hard to get these programs now because people are overspending. Lincoln, I ran into this lady. She's on 20 prescription medication. 20.
That's a lot.
This other lady is on 14 prescription medication, and she says she doesn't take any.
Oh, boy. Why not?
Lots of these people on medication, Lincoln, they don't take the medication.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with you there.
Just to get the benefits, and especially the one that statin drug,
Prevestatin,
for high cholesterol.
Yeah.
I talk to so many people that the doctors prescribe, and they don't take it.
Yeah, well.
Who is paying for those doctor visits?
Yes. Well, we got to get control of that, Leonard Lewis. I'm running short of time. I really got to go, but I hear what you're saying.
I couldn't wait, Lincoln. I had to call you.
Yeah.
Take care. I appreciate you taking my call now.
All right, Leonard Lewis.
Take care.
Mr. Come-See Lotion. That's the Come-See Lotion, man. Yes. All right. 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. And, hey, want to remind you, the 38th Midwest Regional Black Family Reunion returns August 13th through the 16th. Make sure you check it out. It's going to be great. Community empowerment and families featuring live entertainment, parade, career fair. They're going to have it all. August 13th through the 16th. You better check it out. All right, I'm going to take caller number 8 right now. Caller number 8 at 749-1230. If you call her 8, guess what? I'm going to give you a pair of tickets to the Cincinnati Music Festival on Friday night. Yeah, caller number 8 at 513-749-1230. Caller 8 at 749-1230. Caller number 8. You caller number 1. I'm looking for number 8. You caller number 2. I'm looking for number 8. You caller number 3. I'm looking for caller number 8. You caller 4. Looking for 8. You caller number 5.
Bible.
I'm looking for 8. You caller number 6. I'm looking for caller number 8. You caller number 7. So close. You're so close. I'm looking for number 8. Guess what?
What?
You caller number 8. And the winner.
Look at Ware, my man.
What's your name?
Jeffrey Williams.
Jeffrey Williams, congratulations. You got yourself a pair of tickets for Friday night's music festival. How about that?
Hey, Lincoln, that's fantastic, my man.
All right. You're going to see Charlie Wilson, Let It See. You're going to see Tyrese, Nelly, and 803 Fresh, Boots on the Ground.
All right, Lincoln.
What part of town?
Hey, Lincoln, how you feeling, man? For real, how you feeling?
I'm feeling fine. I should be asking you how you feeling.
No, I ain't. I haven't been to the walking club. I ain't been able to make it, man. I'm gonna try to get my act together. But Lincoln, thank you so much for the tickets.
All right.
I know old girl with her fine ass will enjoy it.
Okay, whoever your girl is, well, congratulations.
My wife, baby.
Oh, your wife. Okay, all right.
Yeah, you right, Terrence. Don't hit it again, Terrence. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, what station just made you a winner?
1230 The Buzz with the Lincoln Ware Show featuring Terrence Howard.
Okay, hold on. There you go. He said the old girl will like it with her fine ass. How about that? Unbelievable. Let's take a break, and we'll come. I got time to take one call before we go to break. And then we'll come back. Meridian James, we got others holding on. Queen, how you doing today?
So, Lincoln, I wanted to come to the church.
Wait, hold on. First of all, get me off that speaker and talk into the phone, because you sound horrible.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
And so I was watching your little soiree with the Urban League and all those people.
Yes.
And you had Tracy Hunter on.
Yes.
And every time I see Tracy Hunter or you have Greg Landsman on or the mayor, I look at it like a temperature.
Okay.
Because I feel them.
Oh, okay.
And when Tracy Hunter comes on, the temperature on the hate scale goes up to 100 because of her injustice.
Yes.
And with Greg Landsman, I feel the crimes against humanity, because evidence is like eternal. And the crimes against humanity, when it comes to evidence, it sticks like glue. And the evidence of Greg Landsman is clearly what you call biblical sin. But sin is basically the crimes against humanity. And I see Greg Landsman race, the Jews. I see the German race. I see the Iranians who Donald Trump is dealing with now.
You see a lot.
I see the African race.
You see a lot, don't you?
These races represent crimes against humanity to me. And Greg Landsman being a Jew, and the mayor, for instance, are opportunists in the African race because of their hate monitor, their hate scale. Greg Landsman's race ain't never had, as far as I know, two brothers or their race of men fighting each other, okay? And so when it comes to Cain and Abel, I don't look at it as a biblical. I look at it as pure history and the crimes against humanity, that they actually were two brothers of color, people of color.
Okay, and on that note, I got to move on. You killed me. You had Cain and Abel. It's time for me to go.
Yeah, hey, okay, before you go.
Yes.
Throw your hands up, Lincoln Ware.
Okay.
Because that little milling and dot on you is Black Jesus.
Okay. All right. Thanks for your call.
There's something awfully screwy going on around here.
Oh, she's a piece of work, let me tell you. There's only one queen noble. And I'm still scratching my head that when she ran for mayor, she got 5,000 votes. Who in the hell were those 5,000 people that voted for her? Let's take a break. We'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Every weekday, 12:30 The Buzz has you covered. Let's go! With new entertainment.
Oh, God. She said her temperature. She takes a temperature. Woo! And my man that won the tickets, he was...
Jeffrey Willis, he's a cool guy, man. He's pretty cool.
Oh, boy. Oh, man. She mentioned the Germans. She never forgets the Germans. She's always talking about the Germans. Oh, boy. What's up, Michael Dix? Is he in there? I haven't seen him. I see David Herring was talking about him. Jeffrey Williams says, if it's free, it's for me. Yeah, right. That's an insult, Paul Harvey. What's up?
Can Andy, I forgot she rescheduled. Could you do noon today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I can get her in. I was a little boy down in Tennessee when my father passed away. I'm depending on you, son. That could almost be Patches in a way. 1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you on a Tuesday. And yeah, Tucker Carlson says he'll no longer support the Republican Party, but he says he won't support the Democratic Party either. And he apologized for misleading the people on Donald Trump. Can you believe that? I mean, he apologized. He says, Carson supported Trump in 2024. After the war began, he apologized for supporting the then presidential candidate and misleading people, saying it wasn't intentional. He didn't intend to mislead you, but he did. Unbelievable. Buyer's remorse. Buyer's remorse, Tucker. All right, Meridian Night, James, how you doing?
Doing pretty good, my North Meridian Night family. Hey, Lincoln, I'm chomping at the bits. I got about 6 or 7 things to tell you, but I know it'll take 2 or 3 days to get them out.
Okay. Well, how about one thing then?
Hey, we'll go with Todd Zinzer. Have he ever been on your show?
Early, when he first got the appointment for the Hamilton County Democratic chair, when he first got that job. That's who you're talking about, Todd Zinzer?
I don't know, but I know he's a podcaster. I don't know what his job is. But anyway, he's the white Stan Poole. And he speaks the same language as Stan Poole is speaking as what's going on. And I heard him speak about the railroad money.
Yeah.
And he said what they are doing, they're not spending the 30-some million they're getting. They're putting it in another account. Now, when that other account draw interest, that's free game for them. They can spend it any way they want to.
I don't know if it works like that. What they're doing, they're not giving them the whole 50 million this year, 50 million, 52, something like that. They're only giving it to them when they say, okay, we got this project starting. We get ready to blacktop this street. We need that money. Then they give it to them. Now, I don't know whether they're getting interest off the money they're holding and spending it on anything. Where did you heard that from Todd?
Right. Can you reach out to him? See, will he come in and explain it to the
How about I reach out to a board member on the railroad board, and maybe they can tell me what's really going on. I think I would trust a board member more, somebody that's inside, more so than I will somebody that's outside.
Now, you had Charlie Lucan on there, and he told you he quit because they was not spending the money.
No, he didn't. That's not why he quit. He didn't say that's why I quit, because they're not spending the money.
That's one of the reasons.
I think maybe his term was up on there, and he was just moving on.
Well, maybe term was up. Maybe he didn't get renewed, but he spoke of that.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're doing with the money. They won't talk about it.
He was upset that they're not spending it as fast as they get it. He was upset about that. And so now they've got a person in charge of getting these projects up and running so they can spend the money.
But, yeah, talk to Todd on that. Like I say, he's the white Stan Poole. And he stay at City Hall. And he's investigating this stuff. So, hey, it's food for thought. Who you going to believe, All
right.
All right, one more thing before I go. With Landsman. Now, I agree with 70 to 80% of what Landsman is saying, but he only saying 50% what need to be said, especially when it comes to this war.
Yeah.
I mean, that colonizing and everything else over there. And B.B. Benjamin, he's not a Jew. That man is a Poland. His dad moved over there. So Todd's not Todd, but Landsman not being truthful about everything. All right, you guys have a good day.
Yeah, Alex Linzer and Todd Zinzer are two different people. I had them mixed up. Todd Zinzer is the watchdog that you're talking about, Todd Zinzer.
Right.
Alex Linzer is the head of the Hamilton County Democratic Party. So, yeah. I mean, those names just got to go together. But anyway, I'll find out what's happening to the money they're withholding, and we'll put it out there for you.
Sounds good.
All right.
Have a good day.
Thanks for your call. But I don't think they can spend any money, whether it's on interest or what, on anything they want to. It's a law. It's in the books. They can only spend it. I don't care whether they holding back, getting interest on whatever you say. They can only spend it on existing infrastructure. So you can't believe what these guys who go down to City Hall every week, like Stanford Poole, who does. And you can't believe everything they say. They exaggerate a lot, too. You just can't believe everything they say. All right. Did I take my 30? I took my 30, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, let's go to Ray. Ray, what's up?
What's up, Lincoln B?
Not a thing.
Did you play my song Sunday?
What was it?
You know what? I forgot.
See, I'm not supposed to remember if you don't.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I was thinking about it the other day. I'm like, did Lincoln play my song? But I forgot what it was.
You got to call the request line at 513.
I did.
679-6002.
Really? I forgot.
You must have called late Friday or something.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did.
Well, it might come up this week. It may
but
come
I
up
did
this
want
week.
you to play when I called. I said Rock Creek Park.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
You told me too.
Yeah, that was late coming in. We'll get that this week. Yeah, I think we'll get that.
Well, Lincoln, earlier you reported the White Lion. He tried to stir up trouble yesterday, reporting something that wasn't true.
Yes.
But should he be banned for reporting something that he read that wasn't true?
Now, he claims he saw it. He claims he saw the kids. What he saw was the cops herding those young folks up to Government Square. That's what he saw.
I thought he said he reported what he saw, because how can you see something that didn't happen?
Well, he saw it in a different light. He saw a whole bunch of teenagers crossing the street, headed toward Government Square, and he looked at it as rowdy teenagers.
Right.
And they were just following what the cops were telling them to do, herding them up to Government Square to get the bus to get the hell out of there.
Yeah. Well, no, I was just wondering, because everybody calls in and say something that they read or they've heard that wasn't true but wasn't banned. I'm not sticking up for him. I'm just saying that. What you say?
Sounds like it. Sounds like you are.
Yeah, no. But Lincoln,
and he's following. He's listening to Signal 99 and all this hype down the dial and the FOP. Now, I talked to Scotty Johnson, and Scotty's like the police boss in a way. You know what I mean? He's on the committee that really gives them money and do all kind of stuff. And they have no reason to lie to Scotty Johnson about what happened this weekend. And,
right.
And the biggest issue they had is with trying to get the teenagers from down on the river back up to Government Square.
Right. Which was probably a task in itself.
Yeah. They had to call. They had to get back up. They had to call back up in from from around the city to help them do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an issue.
Yeah. Well, look, a couple of things. Let me ask you this: if which is not true, this is just hypothetical. If your wife cheated on you for 5 to 10 years, and then disparaged you and your family, and then says, would you forgive her?
That's a crazy question. Now, wait a minute. No. So, what are you basing this question on?
Well, I'm getting to. Let me just cut you the chase. When you talk about,
please cut to the chase. And I hate to be in it. Somebody else used to do that all the time, and I used to get upset with them for doing that. And now you're doing the same thing, and that person don't even work here anymore. Don't put me into these situations, because I can't give you the answer that you're looking for.
Okay.
So
I'll keep you out of it. I knew you were going to get pissed off.
Yeah,
but
put
let me
yourself in there. What about
What
about if your wife cheated on you for 10 years and disbarred your family?
And then come back and say, but I forgive her. I would say no. I would say hell no. But my point is, all these Republicans, and you mentioned Tucker Carlson, after what he did to Obama and to Biden and disparaged blacks, and then all of a sudden he says, I'm not supporting the Republican Party, but I'm not going to support the Democrat, which means he is supporting the Republicans if you don't support the Democrats. No, I don't forgive him. No. I don't forgive him or anybody else that claims.
Who said anybody should forgive him?
No, I'm just saying, just because he said he wasn't going to support the Republicans, now he want absolute. He want us to see him in a different light, and that'll never happen. I don't know if he's looking for that.
He was just saying, I made a mistake. I misled people on Donald Trump, and I'm now no longer supporting Donald Trump or the Republican Party anymore. But I'm not supporting you either in the Democrat. So Why would you even think about forgiving him for that?
Because that's what he's looking for.
I don't think he's looking for
he was
that.
wrong, and so no. But a lot of Republicans are coming out saying, I regret dealing with Donald Trump. You have to live with the consequences.
Yeah.
I don't forgive you. And a lot of these Republicans, even if Twin come back and say I was wrong, I wouldn't forgive Twin because the damage was done. You voted for this clown.
Yeah.
You voted for this clown, and you disparaged black folks and Democrats, and all of a sudden you want forgiveness?
Yeah.
No, you don't. You won't get it from me.
Well, Ray, let me ask you something. If your grandson slipped out of the house and the police saw him running down the street, and then they arrested you for letting your son leave the house, how would you feel? See, I'm just asking you a dumb question, putting you in the dumb question like you did me.
Yeah, but you didn't answer my question, so why should I answer yours?
Thanks for your call.
I ain't that dumb, Lincoln. I wasn't born yesterday.
Yes, you were. It sounds like you were. Unbelievable. It's so stupid for people to do that. I hate that. Oh, and then it had nothing to do with the question he was trying to ask. He's talking about Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson saying he apologized to people for supporting Trump and misleading people. It had nothing to do with what he was asking me. He's crazy as hell. Unbelievable. All right. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. We've got more tickets to give away to the Cincinnati Music Festival next hour, so stick around for that. 12:30, The Buzz.
Cincinnati. Want to stay plugged in with 1230 The Buzz and get the inside scoop sent to your phone? From exclusive contests and cash giveaway.
Oh, Ray wanted some marital advice. The analogy he used was dumb. It sure was. Oh, my God, was it dumb. That was the dumbest thing in the world. Yeah. Am I back? Okay, I'm back. Ray called Al Sharpton with that question. Was it dumb? Oh. Yeah. Yep. Trump will pay Iran reparations to the tune of $350 million. It'll be more than that. It's going to be more than that. Lincoln was pressured by the Black Panther Party here in Cincinnati to ban him. Oh, please. What's up, Ronald Ballou? I went to high school with a guy named Michael Ballou. I wonder whatever happened to him. He lived in Kennedy Heights he lived on Zenzel. Name was Michael Bailu. I don't know whatever happened to him. If Ray leaves, he'll miss watching Paw Patrol. I used to watch that with Maya, Paw Patrol. Ray is in the same class as Rick Jr., lonely. I agree with that. I agree. Apologize and he'll leave. That's a tempting offer. That's a very tempting offer. Only if you take Tim Heidel with you.
So much to discover. So what are you waiting for? This celebration begins at America250Ohio.org. Sponsored by the Ohio History Connection, aired by the OAB and this station.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
You're listening to The Lincoln Ware Show.
Unbelievable.
On your talk and information station, 1230 The Buzz.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you till 1 o'clock this afternoon. Coming up at 1, it's Reverend Al Sharpton. Keeping it real. Keeping it real. Oh, yeah. Well, the Office of the Director of the National Intelligence Agency, who was appointed by Donald Trump, Bill Pulte, is now serving as head of the U.S. intelligence community, and already he has started to fire people. Yeah. And this is going to hurt the intelligence community. We're going to slip on intelligence. What are they trying to do to this country? The potential cuts at the Counterterrorism Center are focused on an officer set up after the September 11, 2001 attacks to monitor terrorist threats and suspected militants and to pull information from across legal agencies. Former intelligence officials have said reductions at the Counterterrorism Center could jeopardize the government's ability to detect and prevent terrorist plots. So why would you want to do that? Why would you? See, I just don't understand the end game in all of this stuff. What is the end game that they're playing with this country? What is the end game? We're opening ourselves up for attack. Is this a master plan or something? I don't know. I just don't understand it. I don't understand why they're doing what they're doing. This guy doesn't have experience in intelligence. Another note sent to media outlets near where Savannah Guthrie's mother lived, and they say the second note is credible. And they said she's dead. And I don't think anybody thought she might be alive at this point. But, man, that is the strangest case ever. You just kidnap somebody, they die, and that's it. I would like to know the whole story behind all of that, which we probably never will find out. We never will find out. A couple other things. Yeah, I wish somebody would. Now, see, this is stuff that the I-Team should look into. The discipline over at the German language school, Fairview German language school. See if they're coming down with discipline harder on the little black boys than they are with anybody else. That's the stuff the I-Team should be looking into. Instead of who is Iris Rowley paying and is it illegal for her sons to be working for her and all that stuff. Yeah, but this lady who decided to investigate when her son was suspended for a day, out of school suspension. And she says her son did nothing close to even being suspended after she watched the video of what they said her son was doing. And it didn't show any of that on the video. And I'm thinking, and I could be wrong, but I bet you that the principal over there is a white principal, maybe even a white assistant principal over there at the Fairview, or what is it, Fairview German Language School. And this was a black mother who decided to investigate because she said, that don't even sound like my son. I want to see for myself. And lo and behold, she checked, and we're going to see what happened. Was it legal what Jeff Wyler was doing while Lincoln was doing live remotes and getting free Cadillacs? Yeah, that's funny. Oh, boy. It definitely was legal, and it was all above board. Trust me. Believe me. I wish I was still doing them. You know? I could take my car off the road, save some of those miles. Yes. Thank you very much. I didn't know who is it, Spackvelli, whoever he is, the Don. Why are you worried about it? Stay out of my business. Get out of my business. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's some of these haters on YouTube. There's a lot of haters out there, let me tell you. Top intelligence agency begins mass firings under new Trump appointee. It is absolutely insane. All right. The money is somehow... Avondale Gardner says nonprofit is holding back grant funds for the community garden. Okay. Now, let's see what's going on here. This is crazy. The money somehow missing in action. Avondale Gardner. Now, who is the nonprofit that's holding back the grant money funds for the community garden? When Andre Amos planted his first crop last year at his community garden in Avondale, he had a vision to grow free food for the community. To make that vision a reality, he needed help covering the costs. He applied for a grant through the city, and he got help to fund the project. Since Amos doesn't run a nonprofit himself, he partnered with the Avondale Development Corporation to be his fiscal sponsor for the grant. He was awarded nearly $13,000, which was sent to ADC to manage. However, Amos said 9 months later, he's received just a fraction of those funds. I've used less than 20% of it, he said. And he said he's not sure where the remaining funds are. He said for months he's tried to get equipment ordered, but he said his requests go unanswered. And we're talking about the Avondale Development Corporation. has that money. He said his efforts to meet with the ADC members have fallen through. Amos has no chickens in the garden, and he said it took months just to get a chicken coop for them. Oh, man. He said that only happened after he reached out to the city for help. So the Avondale Development Corporation are the culprits right here. So where's that money, Avondale Development Corporation? Where is this man's money? He can't get a phone call through. This sounds like a job for Sandra Jones. She knows about the Avondale Development Corporation. Maybe she can help us out. She hasn't said a lot of great things about them, so maybe there's some issues going on with the Avondale Development Corporation. And hey, I have to give props to Channel 9 because I think they did the report. Alex Knoll covered that report there. So Channel 9 is looking out for this guy. $13,500. And he's only seen 20% of it. Where is the money? Show me the money. Avondale Development Corporation. All right, news coming up. We'll come back on the other side. 12:30, The Buzz.
12:30 a.m. WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
Bethel Police Chief Chad Essert is pleading not guilty to sex crimes. He was indicted earlier this month on 56 counts of sexual battery and 14 counts of unlawful sexual conduct with a minor. Prosecutors say that the chief's crimes were committed between 2005 and 2010 when he worked as an instructor at the Young Marines and while he was a teacher at Scarlet Oaks in Sharonville. He appeared in court yesterday, and the mayor says that they're working to have him fired. One person is dead, another is injured after a Monday morning shooting in North College Hill. The victims were found after an early morning vehicle crash on Carpenter Drive. There's been no word on the extent of the injuries sustained by the surviving victim. Sentencing is being ordered for a Clinton County pastor convicted of sex crimes. Silas Shelton had faced 12 charges involving sex with a minor and pleaded guilty to 4, including unlawful sexual conduct and menacing by stalking. He was sentenced Monday to 15 years in prison. Many Cincinnati drivers are continuing to experience the fall in prices at the pump. AAA reports the average price is now $3.73 per gallon. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The voice of the community. We are 1230 a.m. The Buzz, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. According to Gemini AI, the Fairview Clifton German Language School is led by blonde snow bunny principal Savannah Rabau and assistant principal Sister Tiffany Byers. Okay. So it is led by a white principal, and I'm sure the assistant principal can't suspend anybody without the principal checking off on it. So, I don't know what to say about that situation, but the superintendent's office said they're going to check into it to see exactly what's going on over at Fairview German Language. After this parent says that there's a disparity when it comes to discipline over at Fairview German Language Center. Yeah. So we'll see. But where is Sandra Jones? I'm sure she can help us out on this. All right, let's go to my good friend, Andy Johnson. Andy Johnson, what's going on?
Hi, Lincoln. How's it going?
Hey, it's going great. It's going great. I know you guys are doing a whole lot of things over there. And
yes.
What's some new stuff going on?
Well, we have kicked off the summer just, being in the community at all of the different events and hosting events. As you know, we kicked off our barbershop series a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Positive Vibes Barbershop, and that was great. Had a lot of great conversations about organ donation, as well as we had nurses there to do testing for blood sugar, and so it was just a really, really good, informative time together. So we'll be following that up with, we'll be at Stags on July 24th, which is Friday night, or Friday for Cincinnati Music Festival, but we'll be at Stags during the day to do another barbershop.
Network for Hope is out there. I mean, I like that barbershop. How did it go last time with the Network for Hope at the barber out in College Hill? How did that go?
It was amazing. We had a gentleman, Darren Chenault. He is the head of football coach at Sycamore High School, and he shared his testimony of needing a kidney transplant, and his nephew, Aaron, stepped up and was tested and was a match, and so he, shared that story, and just really, it's really kind of just great energy, because you're all just kind of sitting around talking, but like we're just talking about topics that may not be comfortable when you're starting to talk about, if you have diabetes or, high blood pressure, or you may need to be listed for a kidney, and just talking about, all the things you need to be on the lookout for, and talking about family history. And I mean, you'd be shocked at the amount of people who are just, it's common that they're just like, well, I knew I was going to get diabetes because everyone in my family had it, or has it. And it's like, we got to start talking about prevention and how can we be healthier for generations to come. So that's what happened there, and it's great. It's, we have a food truck there, so we have lunch, and again, free testing for glucose and high, blood pressure checks. And one gentleman, his blood pressure was super high, and so he said, I got to get out of here and go home and take my medicine. So just stuff like that. I think that's the stuff that matters, and just being able to talk about it in an open forum and ask questions. So it was great. So we're looking forward to Stags being just as awesome. That one, it'll start at 12:30 and it'll go to 2:30 on the 24th of July.
Stags Barbershop has been around for decades. yes. And then we'll roll into Music Festival weekend. The last 3 years we've had an area set up in the clubhouse area where people can come in and out, and we have an area there where we've got information, and people can just learn more about organ donation. We've got great giveaways, and they can also sit there and plug in their phones and do whatever, but we love being a part of that with Franny Santangelo and the Santangelo group. It's an amazing event to really reach thousands and thousands of people. Yes. Now, since Network for Hope joined in with the Life Center, have you received more people donating living donors? You get more living donors now, you think?
We are seeing an increase in living donation, and not just here, but across the country. And so that has been very positive. And I think too, it's just helping people understand that, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be in perfect health. You just have to be willing to take that step to get tested to help others who are in need. So I think that has resonated with a lot of people, and we just need to continue to talk about and educate people about the donation process and how you can impact someone else's life as a living donor.
I know on my favorite soap opera, Beyond the Gates, one of the girls had to donate part of her liver to her half sister.
And that's a great. See, you're educating. You're educating as you're talking about Beyond the Gates. But yeah, so one aspect of donation that doesn't get talked about as much is there is an opportunity for people to be living liver donors. And so it doesn't happen as often as living kidney donation, but yes, it does happen. And we have a few instances of people that we know here right in Cincinnati who are alive today because someone donated a portion of their liver.
Right, and because the liver, I guess, regenerates, I guess. You just give them a part of it. You don't have to give them, you can't give them your whole liver, but just a piece of it.
No, but
and
you're absolutely right. It regenerates. And so, I have a coworker who actually was a living liver donor for her brother, and they are both doing amazing. And so it is. This is like the beauty of organ donation and how it saves lives. And so that's why I just encourage your listeners to learn more. They can visit networkforhope.org, or they can follow us we're on all the social channels. Just put in Network for Hope and you'll find us. Or check out, we have a podcast, and it's called This Thing Called Life. And so we really dive in and talk to people to learn more about their stories and how donation has impacted their lives.
Definitely. And I see, going back to Beyond the Gates, they had every family member do the blood test to see if they match. Even the mother and father didn't match. I was wondering about that, but the half-sister matched.
I know that, and that happens. It's very interesting how that process works, but that does happen. Okay. So...
Well, it's good to know you're a Beyond the Gates fan. How about that?
I wouldn't take it that far, but I'm not a man. You're a man of leisure now, so you can watch. Watch Beyond the Gates.
I'm watching it sometimes at 11 o'clock at night. What do you mean? I just record it.
I sleep at 11 o'clock.
All right. Well, give the website address and a phone number where people, in case they need to donate something. And like I say, if you're not a match, you still can donate, and they can work that whole process out.
Yep, absolutely. That's the Paired Kidney Exchange Program. If you're not a match for the person that you're trying to donate to, but you can be a kidney donor, then they can match you with someone else, and then in turn find a match for that person that you were being tested for. So people can visit networkforhope.org to get more information, or they can call us. They can call me at 513-315-1785.
All right, Andy Johnson, always great talking to you.
All right, thanks, Lincoln.
All right, we'll talk to you. That's Andy Johnson from Network for Hope. And, she had to give up her liver on Beyond the Gates, just part of her liver. And the person she gave the liver to is doing great. And then all of a sudden yesterday at the end of the show, everybody rushed into the other girl's hospital room. So I don't know what's going on. Of course, she's going to live. You know how they do it on soaps. They make you think they're going to die, but they always live.
Everyone is better for that update, Mr. Ware. I just want to let you know.
That's right.
We're so grateful for that recap there.
There you go.
Man.
And I've got more recap. Ken Kober, who is the president of the Fraternal Order of Police here locally, said that Cincinnati police had over 120 police calls for service on Friday and Saturday for Fountain Square. Unruly teens and beating people. He said the mayor and city leadership are hiding the truth. He said they were robbing people, too. Well, if that's the case, Scotty maybe needs to sit down with the chief and whoever report the administration and tell them he wants the truth. And I don't see why they would have any reason to lie to him about that. I think this is exaggerated to make it look bad. They probably got a lot of calls, unruly teens. They probably did get a lot of calls. But nothing where they would have to pull out tasers, pull out their nightsticks and start beating people and stuff like that. I think people are trying to blow this up to make it seem bigger than it is. to make it seem like Cincinnati is not a safe place to be. Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. So we'll see. What do you think, folks? 513-749-1230. I don't believe it's the way they're trying to make it out to be. I think they're blowing it up. It's all political. And the worse you can make it seem like the city manager, you got to make the city manager look bad. So let's blow every little incident up 5 times to make the city manager look bad. Yeah. I think that's what is happening here. Do you believe me? Do you think that's what's happening? Let me hear from you at 513-749-1230. Are they blowing this thing up to make the mayor and the city manager look like fools?
Or to make them look weak so they can try to usher in a new MAGA leadership.
Yeah.
But look at what their president is doing.
Yeah.
He is a felon, and they support him 100%.
I think that's what is going on. Because I don't know why they would lie to Scotty Johnson. Oh, everything was great, Mr. Johnson. Everything was great. But 120 calls, kids could be running down. There's black kids running down the street. Something's going on. Let me call the police.
I was going to say, Mr. Ware, some folks do overreact when it comes to black kids.
Yeah, they do. I know. Yeah.
It just seen as being threatening because they're together, they're running, whatever they're doing, and some folks just overreact.
Somebody said, Scotty is lying to you. Scotty has no reason to lie to me. Just like the administration has no reason to lie to him. All right, let's take a break. I'm getting on my nerve here on YouTube. Just certain person, just 2 people really get on my nerve on YouTube. And I think everybody who's on YouTube know who those 2 people are. Let's take a break. We'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Bringing you the stories that go beyond the headlines. The Tavis Smiley Show.
120 calls from a Karen. Yep. What's up, Hot Mike Cincy? You did a good job on the show this weekend, Nathan.
John Davison is definitely Blade. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Oh, yeah, he's Blade. Of course he is. He is Blade. And I think they were mad because they had to pull some cops out of Hyde Park and Oakley. And they're mad about that. Yeah, I mean, we should have had some cameras, some video of that stuff. Why didn't the TV stations request video?
Yeah, I mean, everybody has a video camera nowadays.
Right. Well, you know, for the personal cameras, they have to give the TV permission to use their video. But the city has cameras down there. Show us the list of the 120 calls.
I just don't think Republicans can win on the strength of Donald Trump anymore. That
No.
used to be their champion.
Yep.
But since he's an epic failure, now they have to play upon the fears of white people and white conservatives that black folks they're just raging monsters. They're animals. They're going to rob you, rape you. We need some strong Republican leadership. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yep.
Can't help that your president's a loser. You have to use other tactics in order to win elections. There's a lot of Republicans that are losing in deep red districts now, and they're scared. They're scared to death. Those folks are scared.
Unbelievable. Oh, man, I thought about some tea. Just when I thought about the tea, you said come.
That's right, sir.
.net. 1230 The Buzz. Streaming live on your computer. Log on to thebuzzcincy.com.
.1230 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati. Lincoln, we're with you. Talking about the German language school, Cincinnati Public School, the case of one mother doing her own little investigation into the alleged discipline disparity at Fairview German Language School. It was on the news last night. And the mother seemed she seemed like a very smart mother, and she took matters into her own hands, and she did all the right things. I think more parents should do what that parent did. Yeah. If you don't think your kid is guilty of something, you need to investigate, find out the real facts, and she did just that. There was no reason why her kid had to be suspended for one day out of school. And they have programs for that if they're going to suspend him in school. And they did not use them. They used the most drastic punishment, out of school suspension. And she looked at the video, and her son did nothing. They were playing soccer, she says. You know, what the heck? Her kid is in the second grade, said he was accused of inserting himself in a fight and given a one-day out-of-school suspension. She said flags went up because he has no history of violence or aggression. So she requested the video of the incident. When she got the video footage did not depict that at all. The students were playing soccer. So she said, it's prompted me to dig into the school's code of conduct policies. She learned that it was completely out of order for her son to receive an out-of-school suspension. For students in pre-K through the second grade, there are restorative programs to prevent them from being taken out of school. Suspension is a disciplinary action of the most severe cases, generally for students who are removed by law, also who are evaluated by a medical professional hired by CPS district. And she's one of the parents now calling for change. She says there's many more stories like this where this has happened in that building. And we just want leadership to take accountability and address these concerns. They are waiting for a response from CPS, from the superintendent, and have been told they'll hear back by the end of the month. And that should be next week. Okay. We'll see. We will see what's going on there. But that's some serious stuff. If that's going on at that school, superintendent definitely needs to correct some things. Because there's no way, according to that policy, There's no way her son should have been suspended for one day, even 1 day out of school. There's no way, according to the policy, he should have been suspended. Yeah. So there you have it. And hopefully the superintendent will look into it, and I will definitely ask her about that the next time she's in the studio. Yes. I don't know when she's due back, but I think it's sometime next month. I think it's in July sometime. But I will be with the superintendent at the first day of school. I guess, when is that? They go back in August sometime? I will be with her wherever she chooses to start the school year. I'm always with her on that morning when school opens. I don't know where we'll be this year, but I will be there, as always, to greet the kiddos.
And commenting on their buddies. Yeah, I see you wearing buddies there, little buddy.
Now, yeah, they all have Nikes and Adidas, and stuff like that. They don't wear buddies.
Yeah, they got it good, these little kids nowadays.
Yes,
Well, most of them do.
Yeah, they have the Nike stuff on. Yeah. Unlike you today, you have on your buddies today.
I know, Mr. Ware. I'm loving them, though. I rarely wear them, but I love them.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Okay, all right. I'm sure you've worn them all your life, huh?
Yes. Never had a name brand.
You got them down in Alabama.
Yeah.
So we know how they are. Yes.
Yeah. Just take some old corn husks and put some string in them and tie them up, and I got shoes.
And you got tennis.
Yeah,
tennis shoes.
Tennis shoes, yeah.
Yeah, your buddy tennis shoes.
That's right.
All right. I think I have a pair of tickets to give away.
Yes.
And I think I will give them to caller number. Let's go to 10 this time. We had 8 last time. Let's go to number 10. Caller number 10 right now at 513-749-1230. If you call her 10, I will give you a pair of tickets to go to the Friday night Cincinnati Music Festival. Friday night, July 24th. Charlie Wilson, Lettucey, Fresh, 803 Fresh, Tyrese, and Nelly. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, caller number 10. You're caller 1, looking for 10. You're caller number 2, looking for 10. You're caller 3, looking for 10. You're caller 4, looking for 10. You're caller 5, looking for 10. You're caller 6, looking for 10. You're caller 7. Looking. You caller 8.
Oh, no.
Looking for 10. Sorry. You caller 9. Looking for 10. You are caller number 10. What's your name? Hello.
Victor Fuqua.
What is it?
Victor.
Victor Fuqua.
That is it.
All right, Victor, congratulations. You just won yourself a pair of tickets to the Friday night Cincinnati Music Festival. How about that?
That's awesome.
What part of town you calling from?
Fairfield, Ohio.
Fairfield, the great old town of Fairfield. All right. What station just made you a winner?
1230 The Buzz.
All right, hold on, Victor. Fuqua? Yes. I can't say that too many times. Victor Fuqua is the winner. All right, let's take a break, and then we'll come back. Lincoln Ware, 1230 The Buzz.
Hey, y'all, what up? This your boy, Ricky Smiley. I want to drop you an invite to something a little more personal.
This is Ricky Smiley on the Spot, where legends get loud, real, and sometimes a little reckless.
Ricky Smiley on the Spot. No script, no rush. Just super real conversation.
This ain't your average talk show.
Let me thank me. Y'all want to talk about Ladero? That's just a piece of it. Catch the full episode of Ricky Smiley on the Spot wherever you get your podcast and on the Urban One Podcast Network at urbanonepodcast.com.
This is Dr. Taylor Porter from Idea Public Schools. father of 4, educator of thousands, and professional kid success obsessor. Listen, every parent wants more for their child. More opportunity, more support, more than, meh, school was fine. At IDEA, we don't do fine. Your child joins a crew, a hype squad of teachers and teammates who refuse to let them fade into the background. No back row, no coasting, just confidence, connection, and big results. Like this, nearly 100% graduation every single year. Call 513-991-7445 to apply today. IDEA Public Schools. We are crew, not passengers.
Spots are filling fast. Don't miss your chance to enroll today. Call IDEA now at 513-991-7445 to speak with the team and secure your student seat. That's 513-991-7445. Or for quick, easy access, apply online anytime at ideapublicschools.org. That's ideapublicschools.org. A brighter future starts here. Apply today before seats are gone.
This Saturday, June 27th, join us for Own Cincy, a day of empowerment, education, and opportunity for entrepreneurs, current and aspiring homeowners, developers, and community advocates. Own Cincy's 3rd annual homeownership and wealth building day at the Cintas Center, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Walk away with real tools, home buying resources, grants and funding opportunities, resources for home repair, wealth building, wills and estate planning, and more. Free to the public, but you must register at owncincy.org. Own Cincy is proudly sponsored by the City of Cincinnati, Union Savings Bank, Guardian Savings Bank, and powered by the Office of the Vice Mayor, Jan Michelle Lemon Kearney. Don't miss this opportunity to learn, network, and take ownership of your future. Visit owncincy.org for details and registration. That's owncincy.org. Own Cincy, because ownership matters. See you this Saturday, June 27th at the Cintas Center. Owncincy.org. Now.
Come by with us at Paycor Stadium, the 2026 Cincinnati Music Festival, presented by P&G. July 23rd, 24th, and 25th is going to be lit. Friday, July 24th, we've got Charlie Wilson, 803 Fresh, Legacy, Tyrese, and Nelly. Come back Saturday, July 25th for Mary J. Blige, Heatwave, Dougie Fresh, SWV, and Trey Songz. Tickets on sale now through Ticketmaster. For more info, visit CincyMusicFestival.com. Saturday, July 25th, help us make history again at the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame induction ceremony, homecoming edition at 11 a.m. honoring Heatwave and WCIN with live performance by Shirley Murdoch, Regina Bale, and Midnight Star. This is a free event, and the attire is all white.
At the YMCA, finding your why starts by making an impact together, touching lives for the better. It can be the gift of time or treasure, supporting a community through talent without measure. Here, compassion fuels commitment, finding fulfillment through enrichment, serving and improving. What a way to live, and what a gift it is to give. Find your why and get involved today at ymca.org for a better us.
I guess I called AA because alcohol didn't work anymore. Drinking used to give me a sense of meaning in life. I called AA not knowing what to expect. Certainly not cheerfulness, but that's what I got. People had humor. They seemed to be at ease. I hung around. Now I feel much more comfortable with myself and the people around me. Alcoholics Anonymous. It works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
1230 The Buzz, WDBZ, a Radio 1 station.
.30 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. And, of course, we'll have more tickets to the Cincinnati Music Festival tomorrow. We'll have more tomorrow, more chances for you to win right here on 1230, The Buzz. All right. So, yeah, we were talking about this weekend. They had the Savannah Bananas down there. And I think they had like 40,000 every night of the weekend. Great American was pretty much sold out. with the Savannah Bananas. And so there was a lot of people downtown. Yep. So there you have it. That's just takes a lot of police officers. And if Karens are out there, they're going to call and report anything they see. If there's a Karen out there, if two people arguing, they're going to call the cops. Yeah. So there you go. I want to go see the Savannah Bananas one of these days. I really want to see that live. I want to see it. And then they had the Negro League team there, the Clowns, Indianapolis Clowns. And that would have been a pretty good thing to see. I don't know why I didn't end up going there. I was just too tired to. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I can't get around, you know. I get worn out easily nowadays. When I was in my 40s and 50s, I could go full speed the whole weekend.
You just wanted some time to watch your soap operas, Mr. Ware. That's what it is.
Well, sometimes
you didn't want to miss out.
I catch up on the weekend if I don't see it during the week or late at night. Yeah. Beyond the Gates, I mean, it's got everything that you would want in a show. It's got violence. It's got sex. It's got all type of marital drama. It's got cheating. It's got girl on girl. It's got everything.
Oh, now I see. Now.
Well, it has guy on guy too, but I'll turn my head when I see that. When I see that, you know. But it's got everything anybody could ask for a TV show. It covers everything. It covers everything. I mean, everything. They have it for you right there. All right. Yeah, Mary J. will be there on Saturday night. Charlie Wilson Friday night. And, hey, you can get your tickets right here. Don't forget about the Symphony Orchestra. They were down at the West End this past weekend. It is at Charles Park. Did anybody go down there to see that? They'll be at Madison. They'll be in Madisonville this coming. Is the 28th? Yeah, this coming Sunday. They'll be at the Madisonville Recreation Center. This coming Sunday. Madisonville Recreation Center. They're bringing the Symphony Orchestra to the hood. And then on Friday, July 17th, they'll be out there at Woodlawn Lincoln Heights, at Woodlawn Community Center, at their fields out there. And that's when I get a chance to be the guest conductor of the Symphony Orchestra. I tried to get them to let my song be Shaft by Isaac Hayes, but they said they didn't have the rights to play that song. So I'm stuck with the song that they're going to give me. I guess it's going to have to grow on me. That song is going to have to grow on me. I'm going to have to listen to it again. Yes. But I tried. I did try. I'm not going to tell you what song that I will be conducting. You just have to come see. You have to come see it. But I was trying to get through to the symphony saying, if you're coming to the hood, if you're coming to the community, you got to have something that the community will recognize. And it's falling on deaf ears. It's falling on deaf ears. They got made up in their mind what they want you to hear. Yeah, whether you recognize it or not. So we'll see. But I've been practicing. I did watch Isaac Hayes conduct Shaft. He wrote the song and everything. And I watched a few videos of him conducting that song back in the 70s. And, man, he was like, dun-dun-dun, 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 dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. It was pretty good. So I'm picking up some notes from Isaac Hayes. Now I got to watch Barry White to watch him conduct the Love Unlimited Orchestra.
The maestro.
Yes, the maestro. So I'm going to watch Isaac Hayes and Barry White. Maybe Quincy Jones, too. I'm going to do some studying on Quincy Jones also. So by the time July 17th comes, I will be ready to go. And I know you'll be there in the audience, Terrence Howard.
Of course.
I know you'll be there.
I will be there cheering you on, Mr. Ware. Every step of the way. Right there in the seats in the audience. Surrounded by other fans supporting you, Mr. Ware. I will be there.
Okay. Somebody said, Lincoln, if they want your opinion, they'll ask for it. Well, whether they ask for it or not, I gave it to them. And say, like, if you come into the hood, you got to play the hood. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you're opening up, if you want to embrace everybody, embrace them. But they said they didn't have the rights to the theme from Shaft. As they used to say in the Philippines, Isaac Hayes. So, yeah, I've been watching Isaac Hayes, and I got to start watching Barry White and Quincy Jones. Pick up some tips from them. I don't want to lose my soul as I'm conducting the CSO. That's a lot of power to have right there in your hands with a little stick. Yeah. All right. Somebody says, shut up and play what we say. That's pretty much it. Yeah. All right, let's see. We got Cecil Thomas, Kimberly. Oh, Kimberly was downtown. Let me go to Kimberly. Kimberly, how are you?
Hey, Lincoln, how are you?
I'm doing great, Kimberly. Now, can you take me off that speakerphone? Could you do that? Am I on speaker?
Well, I got on my Bluetooth, so yes. Hold on. Let me turn off.
Yeah, turn off the Bluetooth.
Okay, is that better?
Oh, much better.
Yeah, I took off my Bluetooth.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm at work.
Okay. Now, you were downtown. What happened?
I went downtown. Me and a good friend of mine, she has 3 grandchildren, and such as I do also. We went from OTR all the way to Small Park, even Fountain Square. We were down there, Lincoln, till about 8:40 p.m., arrived a little bit after 2. We've seen none of those shenanigans that the white liar is talking about.
Yeah.
And they are not lying to Scotty.
Yeah.
It was nothing there to be alarmed about. It was just as safe could be. And now they're making me mad, and I don't really call them that much because, I call in every blue moon. I'm the one that made the unbelievable T-shirt.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, T-shirt. Yeah, I wear that, too. I still wear it, too. Yes.
I know you do. I see you from time to time, and I did end up coming down to the Pike, too, and I was talking to Sharon.
Okay.
I stayed for about an hour, and then I came on back home, to hang out with the grandkids.
Yes.
But, Lincoln, none of that went on. None of that. When I mean I walked, me and them kids, we walked. It was nothing to be alarmed about. Nothing.
Okay. All right.
And I'm glad you banned the white liar with his shenanigans.
I mean, he's falling right into that Signal 99 and the Ken Kober, to try to make everything looks twice as bad that it was. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like you now, unbelievable.
All right.
And I'm like my friend Joan. Shut up.
There you go. All right, Kimberly.
Okay.
Thanks for your call.
All right, thanks, Lincoln.
Right.
Thanks, Terrence.
All right. And
Joan said to shut up.
And I think she meant Smell Park. She said small, but she was nervous. She was on the radio. She meant Smell Park to all you folks who wanted to correct her, white liar, and all you other folks. All right. Let's move along. Let's go to Cecil Thomas. Cecil, what's up?
Lincoln, I'm doing fine. I chimed in on the tail end of you all talking about the child that got suspended.
Mm-hmm.
Now, help me understand. How old was the child?
In the second grade.
Okay, well, see, I was on the education committee when I was in the Senate, and we put some strict guidelines in place before you can even remotely suspend a child from school. That was whether it's K through 12, all the way from K through 12. Now, this child fits in an even additional category, and that's K through third grade.
Mm-hmm.
And according to the state law that we put in place, under no circumstances can you suspend a child between the grades K through third grade without first, number one, you got to sit down with the parent and go through a whole gamut of stuff, and you also have to have a mental health evaluation.
Right, that's what it said. That's what it said.
Take place, and still, even at that point, in other words, it's extremely difficult.
So it tells me they're up there suspending kids without going through the proper procedure there up at the German language school.
Okay, well, see, that needs to be given some serious attention to. I don't have a clue what's going on at that school, but we put in place some strict guidelines that every public school superintendent, public school district must adhere to.
Yes.
Now, maybe these principals in these schools are doing it their own way regardless. I don't know. But if that happened to that one child, I wonder how many other students have they, and you're scared. You don't want to get that child labeled as a discipline problem and all this other stuff.
Right.
And I think I heard you say the mother took it into her own hands.
Yeah. And then she asked for the video, and she said the video showed nothing like what they said happened. So I don't know what's going on. Shauna Murphy is supposed to be looking into it, and hopefully we'll hear from them within the next week on what they find. I don't know.
So yeah, well, hopefully they'll do the right thing. If not, then that mother can probably take it further, and I'll be more than glad to get involved from a state standpoint if necessary. But I don't think we can get to that. I think Shauna Murphy is the kind of superintendent that will get to the bottom of it and find out exactly what the reasoning was and did they follow the proper protocol before issuing that suspension. But it's unheard of for a third grader to actually get suspended unless they really are a bad kid.
Right. And there are some like that, but like you said, she had to sit down with a social worker, and other people have to be involved before they suspend. I know a kid that was like in the third grade that did some, fighting the teacher and doing all kind of crazy stuff, and you can't even suspend them without first going through the proper procedure.
Exactly. See, because the mental health authorities have to get involved because there's something going on. If a child is to that point where they're fighting and beating up others and doing all that stuff, there's some mental issues going on.
Yes.
And the mental health services gets involved to help that child get on track rather than let that mental behavior go unattended to. And eventually the child grows up and got all kind of other problems. So that's why I was interested to hear when you said that the mother was actively involved, which is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But that's why I was calling.
All right.
Now, as far as that stuff going downtown, it could have been one incident where 15 people called. Another incident where 25 people called.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yep.
And it makes it look like, we had 170 calls.
Yeah.
Well, so anyway, I don't think we should put a lot of stock into what's being put out there. Let Scotty get to the bottom of it and get some answers and report back to the community. That's the easiest way to solve that.
All right. Hey, Cecil, good talking to you. Good seeing you at the walk the other day.
All right, brother. Take care now.
That's State Representative Cecil Thomas. And we love Cecil Thomas. Hey, if you vote, he'll make you a promise. I think that's what they say on that. But it's the best campaign song ever. Yes. All right. Let's go to a break, and then we'll come back. Barbara, 1933, and Elia, 1230, The Buzz.
What's happening, good people? It's your cousin Trip Fontaine, and this is...
What's up, James Muhammad? Assalamu alaikum, my brother. The school system overcharges black students like the court system. Go to Wesley first. Now I'm going to Barbara, a name that I haven't heard in a minute. Blade is crazy. James Muhammad is Lincoln Ware's favorite false prophet. Oh, boy. Cincinnati recent episode of Black Fear is all a plan to elect Vivek Ramaswamy as governor, which will be a disaster for Ohio. That is true. That is true. We had 120 calls over the weekend.
Cecil made a great point.
He did.
You could have
one incident. Yeah, you could have had 20 or 30 calls. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Mm-hmm. Ken Anderson calls Vivek Ramaswamy. Swampy.
Oh, wow.
Ken Anderson is a trip. Oh, boy.
The only thing he has in his favor is his billions of dollars. That's it.
I know.
That is
He's
it.
got more money.
They don't like Republicans. They don't like brown people. I mean, his name, Ramaswamy, they don't like that. They don't like him. They just...
Right.
That's the
It's crazy.
He's a Hindu, something?
I think so.
A white Republican questioned him about his religion. But he did have a great comeback. He said, because I think they're polytheism or something. They believe 3 gods in one or something like that. And Vivek, so a Republican asked him that, well, you're not even a Christian. You believe in a false god. You believe in many gods or something. And Vivek said, well, don't you believe in the Trinity? Don't you believe it's three gods in one? That was a good comeback. I have to give him credit for that. He was prepared for that one.
Yeah, they probably had briefed him. Now, if you get a question like this is how you answer.
They probably did. But it was a great comeback.
Clifford, what are you doing up? Good afternoon. I am driving up in Dayton on my great job by Dayton Airport. Now, what are you taking a veteran up near the Dayton Airport from? I don't know. What's the veteran doing up near the Dayton Airport that you have to drive him there? What don't they have Veteran Service Commission up in Montgomery County? I think that's Dayton, Montgomery County. I think so. Please tell me that, Clifford.
Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
You have an opinion. You've got something to say.
And that's the reason why we're here today.
1230 AM The Buzz, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. I don't have a lot of time left, so I got to get busy real quick. Let's go to Barbara. Barbara, real quick, how are you?
Congratulations. I'm doing great.
Congratulations.
On your directorial debut at the
for the symphony. Okay.
I wanted to know what kind of tux you'll be wearing.
I'm not wearing a tux. I'll just, I don't have to wear a tux. We're outside in the hood.
But that's okay.
I'll have
Lincoln, I watch your show on Sunday.
Yes.
You're directing that all the time, man. You use your hands. You look good, okay?
Okay.
Hang in there, bro.
I don't think I'm going to have on a tuxedo, though.
Oh, man. Can you imagine the tails and that bow tie they wear?
No. It'll be too hot on July 17th to put all that stuff on. Trust me.
You said 76. You are not trying to sweat out.
No, I'm not.
All right. Congratulations.
All right, Barbara. Thanks for your call. Kev on a cell. Kev, how you doing?
Lincoln. I'm going to be quick. Listen, they're trying to scare us and steal another election, man.
Yeah.
They're going to scare us out of the polls, right? So we don't even go. We don't even show up. Y'all already beat. You ain't even got to show up. So we got to make sure that we have this message to everybody out there, Lincoln.
Yeah.
Listen, take somebody to the polls first off. Secondly, around your own neighborhood, around the people that you know, start talking about going to the polls on election day in November. We need to start that now, man.
Yes, you're right.
And we need to talk to everybody. Just talk to everybody, Lincoln.
All right.
They ain't going to scare us.
Thanks for your call.
We ain't going to fall for it.
All right, Kev. Thanks. All right. That's Kev on the cell. 1933.
Yes, hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I wanted to know if you could find out for me if how to get the something on the ballot as far as the cameras for the fire department.
Cameras?
Do we go through? Do you have to go through the mayor, city manager?
Okay,
or
wait, hold. You talking about the Cincinnati Fire Department?
Cincinnati Fire Department, yes.
And you want them to have cameras where?
Yes, on body cameras.
Body
like the police.
Okay. Why do you think they need that?
They need that because actually I've had complained about them in the past pertaining to my mom being yelled at. Two of the neighbors. One, he has a liver condition, and he was bent over. They act like they couldn't help him. And instead of them just putting him on a stretcher, taking him away, they're sitting there asking him a bunch of questions. And one fireman was yelling at somebody in the parking lot because they didn't move fast enough. They were cussing each other out.
Oh, boy. Well, you might want to...
They really need the body cams because I had a family member rode out, and they didn't cover her up. So, I called the mayor's office. I haven't got any response. And I called again, and they said they have a fire investigator call me, but I haven't heard anything yet.
Go down to City Hall one day, and I'll either call Scotty Johnson. I think that's...
Well, I just emailed his office.
Okay.
And hopefully he calls me back.
Okay.
Or email me back.
All right. Well, hopefully if you don't hear back...
I just wanted you to find out or see if the callers will call in and discuss their issues with the fire department also.
Well, if you don't hear back from Scotty, let me know. But I'm sure he'll answer you back. All right?
Okay, thanks a lot.
Hey, thanks for your call. All right. Body cams on firefighters. I think they have that on Chicago Fire. I think they do. I'm not sure. I have to check the next edition of Chicago Fire. But I thought maybe they might have had cameras on there. I don't know. But she makes a great point. That's going to wrap it up for me. Sharpton is next. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. on 1230, The Buzz. Well, maybe they can use some railroad money since they can build a new firehouse. So maybe they can use railroad money for body cams for firefighters. I don't know. I have to check that out. Have to check it out. Oh, man. Oh, 59. Okay. I don't know what I was looking at. I was looking at this clock over here, the wrong clock. All right. No money for body cams on firefighters. Firefighters are tired of your BS. Oh, boy. I'd like to have a body cam on a firefighter for this, what's the name of this little building right down the street from the station? The church owns it. Oh, God, I can't think. Right there in front of our garage. What is the name of that, Terrence? Yeah. Page Tower. Yeah, Page Tower. I tell you, the firefighters, they're there 5 times a week, look like. I mean, what the hell goes on in that building that the fire department has to come there all the time? I tell you, they are there almost every day of the week. Something's going on.
Probably a drug overdose or something.
I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know. There's a lot of shady stuff going on over there, let me tell you. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Cam Hardy, I'm not Clifford's boss. I'm the boss of Clifford's boss. Okay? The board is over the director. The director is over what Clifford does, and there is a supervisor too. But we do not go straight to the workers. If we have an issue, we go to the director, not straight to the person.
Don't forget, we got a meeting.
Oh, we do? Oh, man.
You didn't get the text?
All right, I didn't see it. Okay, folks, it's Tuesday. Got a meeting. Got to go. See you later.